Just as long as everyone knows.
Has the are the dice suitable? Has the curse worked? That's what I need to know. I mean, did I say that bit out?
KFC crisps.
KFC crisps is a thing, and I need it now in my life.
I just felt they were really salty.
The first roll of my metal D20.
Nice. I will continue using the first dice I ever bought.
Lame.
I like it. Look, they got.
I'm toying with the idea of getting another set.
They look like little flamey ones.
But these were just like a set of 12. You paid like however much it was, and you just got like 7 sets of dice, and then you can mix and match them, so they're all pretty colours.
Did I tell you the day I ordered dice from my usual dice website, and I thought, wow, that is incredibly cheap. And it turned out I bought a set of 10 D10s. I bought 1 D10.
Yeah, it was like $9.99 for this one dice.
No, it was like.
You can get some decent sets on Wish.
It was Dice Shop UK, phenomenal website, and decent value for money. But it was like a wholly package and everything. It was just one dice.
Nebulon.
Those are the sets I get, actually. Cheese X. That's the ones they sell.
Soon they will return to us. Kitty! We can see a Jake.
Cat bomb!
Hey, bird.
Oh dear, what did you do?
Oh.
Ow. And Cat's like, uh-oh.
Cats are never like, oh, they're just like, well, you're in the way.
Yeah. Yeah. Why are you in the way of my jump?
Leave quietly, human.
Oh man, that's all foam. I hate cans. Cause. But they'd run out of bottles, so I've got cans.
Oh, don't drink from the can. Never drink from the can. They put those little stopper things in. Yeah.
I don't know if it's like draft things.
Yeah, the only one I've ever had a widget in has been John Smith's. I've never had it.
John Smith does. I think Kilkenny used to. Might do still.
Carling does, I think.
Sorry.
Right. Yep, they're fine. Yep, those are dice.
Yes, they are dice.
They are dice, and they roll good numbers.
All numbers.
I gotta get me one of them. I thought we already had. Okay. Hello!
Hello.
Noises in your ears. Oh, that's what I haven't done. I haven't got your chatter. There's
more
dozens of us.
Person watching, yeah. And don't forget, there's all the people that watch that don't show up in the chat numbers because of Khadgar and stuff.
We can carry on. I can do 3 or 4 things.
I thought for a sec, I just posted and then thought for a second, oh, have I posted in the wrong announcement channel? But I know I am in the right Discord.
Oh, stop that, you. Do.
I don't have food.
Wow.
I have drinks, but not food.
There is no drink. I shall quiet.
There's always one who's not prepared. Has everyone been to the toilet?
Yeah, but then I drank 2 cups of tea.
Well, you only have yourself to blame.
Right, stop it, you.
Yeah. Midway through a battle.
Yep.
Then the dog's doing the dance of his people.
Really need to go.
Dad! Dad, let me out, Dad!
Oh.
Yeah, let me out!
Wow, this is an emergency. This is not a drill.
You what?
I mean, in fairness,
Oh, thud.
I get pretty angsty when I
You
need
said
to toilet.
fudge? I was like, what are you talking about? He'll fudge you. He'll
How
fudge
did
you
he
good.
He will.
We-
He's a big dog. Have you seen him?
We have or we used to have, sadly, she's no longer with the parents, but we had a cat, and we swear this cat would wait until the kitchen was in use.
Oh yeah.
Her litter. She would actually wait.
Why they didn't move her litter box to the utility room, I do not know, because it would have fitted.
Enjoy while the steam's in here, everyone!
Enjoy that, idiots.
I just thought I would add some aroma to the room for you, human. Enjoy your bathing ritual.
Please assist.
You are required in the bathroom. Bring a spade.
The mini ticket. Oh dear.
Anyway.
Other
Changing the subject. Indeed. Yay!
It's been a while.
Wow.
Been a while. It's been a long world.
Oh, so they
Order
are.
the curse. Don't taint my monastic order, thank you very much.
for about 20. Row herself to her death. Ding, ding.
Shame. Ding ding.
Literally 25 seconds into the conversation.
Smooth move, Dexter.
Well, it would.
I mean, he remains a fairly elite fighter. He action surged 3 times. Five hit points away from permadeath.
I believe the technical term is beat the snot out of.
Snot is one way of phrasing that.
Let me offer him in my defense. I can't quite remember what it was, but there was something he had said when we were all pretty sure he was suspect. And then I commenced a mind read.
Yeah, but we all thought he was suspect, and so we're going to covertly do covert things. You went very much overt.
This is very suspicious.
He's a mean mother.
Shad.
I said Shad?
Shad.
You're damn right. So, I'd seen the address for the teleportation circle. I don't think I've got anything to write on. So, is there something I can write on in that office? I know. Perception.
Perception.
Oh! It's an natural
First
20.
roll of
20.
First roll of 20!
Natural 20!
So 25. So I'll pick up some stuff and I'll draw that out before I forget it. Do we need to roll anything to see how well I remember it, or because we've done I'm doing this after we've already searched through the office. I didn't do it straight away. Performance.
I've got +6 performance. Can I help him with that? Oh, okay.
Only I saw, alas.
Okay.
Did Rico see? Yeah. It's whether he can help me. So, what was it first? Performance. History first. Where am I looking? That was 17 and an 18. 17, 18, 19, 20, 22 history. Sleight of hand. That is marginally better. Is Rico helping me with this as well or not? Cool beans. Oh, it's a natural 20. Bear in mind, I can't cast this spell. So I can write it down. I've got no way of knowing where this circle is unless I kind of try and research it and someone else has got a yellow pages somewhere.
We need to ring up your that ally we met in the previous episode. The other one.
Sweet. I don't know what the rest of you guys are doing while I'm doing this.
I'm looking around, seeing what I can see. I'd love to roll an investigation check for you.
How many times can I spell circle wrong? Yep, another time.
23.
There we go.
Do I recognise them?
I'm just
7. I believe
This looks magic. These things look magic.
Is Noella there?
Yep.
I will take them to Noella and go, look at these. They look druidy.
I will take them, but I don't know if I can do anything with them yet. I haven't got an identifier or anything like that. I
could do it later on. I haven't got it up at the moment. I I swapped it out for heat metal, which worked out all right.
Yeah.
It really did.
Yeah, thanks for that.
Do they? Can I, without obviously having the spell, can I tell what they are? No, because my D&D Beyond's being stupid.
Oh, well,
I refuse. I mean, I can probably quickly check what your Arcana is. +2.
+2.
And I'll help her if I can.
Sweet. 14.
Stand. It's a potion of Goldschlager. Dump it in a beer. Chug, chug, chug.
I will pass back the health potion and be like, keep hold of this one.
Is that 3 we've got now, I think.
And then let's pass this other one to Sen when he's got his spell.
While this is happening, can I take a closer look at the scribbles and drawings across the map on the wall where the things were kind of stuck in monk ? I wrote down last time. Is there anything else on the map that may indicate if they'd found another skull or if they were toying with possible locations?
Is there any string on it? Red string.
Don't screw me. Ooh. Oh, excellent. I will take
now,
that.
For the purpose of inventory, am I holding an elixir of health?
Investigation, that is a 16.
Might be potion of healing.
Oh yeah, I see.
Might
A
be
potion of healing, great. Yeah, okay.
I got an 8.
Okay.
Ooh, that's a different one.
Ooh. How are we spelling that?
SEER.
Beautiful. Across.
Uh-oh, they've got one.
That's all 7 that we know where they are now. Because
Except we don't know where the one in the Halls of the Gods is. It sounds like they've got that one already.
because we had the one that Saracen had that he was storing at Willowbane. We had Ozawash, the Spires, Arcus, maybe at the point with the monks, then Windseer, and then Hall of the Gods. That's 7. So we've got. I'll just go. That was 7.
No, it's 7.
We know 6. We know 6, but the point hasn't been confirmed yet.
All right.
That's
There
what I
might
said.
not
The
be
point,
them.
Might
the
have
point
7.
possibly with the monks.
Yeah,
And then there's
if one is there, that's all
Windseer.
7.
Then Windseer and Hall of the Gods. That's the 7 that we've got, like, what's the name he's on? Beads on.
Well, they appear to have at least one.
And we've got one.
Even if they've got the one at the Hall of the Gods, there might still be clues there.
Yeah. When we were over listening into the 2 guards talking in here the night before, didn't you say they were downstairs?
That's
So
here, isn't it?
yeah, so I'm gonna head downstairs and start having a look downstairs. If I can.
That's where you were looking. That's where the map was, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Pew.
Well, I'm guessing quite a few people need to rest.
I definitely need to rest.
And there's a couple of people that definitely need to rest.
Mm.
And then, but we haven't long been up.
Day naps.
So because we got up, then we went to visit Saracen, then we came here. So we're a little way away from a long rest at the moment.
Siesta!
Siesta, yeah.
But you can't know is the problem for the
I
functions of
know.
for the functions of the game.
Hang around town. Get some gear. Stock up on things.
So- If we need to look for stuff, now is the time for stuff because we're in a big place, a big old.
I may go and Julyan, is there a library here?
Also, research things.
Yes, I think so. Yes, there is the library here, isn't there?
Oh, Jan doesn't know, but Julyan does. DM, is there a library?
Yeah, I've lost the map. Hang on, let me bring up the map.
Double digital. I've got extra
There is
digital here.
indeed a library.
So,
If anyone would like to join me, I may go and see if I can do some research.
I would like to
I'll send.
research. Can I bundle up all of the? You said that there was like a bunch of papers in a lockbox that were like this guy's military papers. I'm just gonna bundle those all up into like a parcel, roll them up, and then just like in the bag. So I want to know everything about him, so I can track him when I go back to the base.
Mm-hmm.
It's military in coordination with the local guard, and I'll show them that paper we've got off Saracen. That says like, you can do things, no worries, my dude.
That's exactly what it said.
We are tracking a group, and the Warforged station here in the museum is a party to their activities.
Yes,
Yes.
thank you for reminding me of that.
Traumatic experience.
Yes, I have scars. And Umbraa like move his kind of move some of his robes around. He just did like a whacking scar that's like started healing.
They can't hear you, apparently, Talbs.
You muted? Are you muted on stream?
Your microphone's not muted. Are you muted in? Are you muted in OBS? We could hear you fine, but
Let me
they said
bring
in
up the
chat.
sound on stream.
Are you muted? Is your channel muted in OBS?
1 2 1 2 1 2. Yes, yeah. For some reason it was. Like the sliders weren't going up or anything. That's really weird.
Yeah, I
There we
can
go.
hear you now.
I can hear you on stream now.
That's really, really weird. Oh well, sorry about
There
that,
we go.
everybody. Oh, well, sorry about that. I do apologise. That's going to be awful for the. That's going to be awful for the VOD.
We can dub it later in
Yeah.
post.
In post, darling. In post.
In post.
Yeah. So.
They can sort that out in the dub.
So yeah. He sort of hands you the letter back and goes, "Well, go about your business. We'll clean up here." And oh my god! And like he starts dispersing the crowd. Like, nothing to see here. Nothing to see. Everybody back to your homes. Back to your homes. And you are left about your business. You are allowed to go. About your business.
To the library.
To the library. So,
The library.
Julyan, are you going to the library? Are you all going to the? Are you all going to the library together, or?
Julyan goes to the library.
Yes.
Is there somewhere she can go to buy weapons?
There is indeed a blacksmith there. Yes.
So she's gonna sort of, as everyone's sort of heading off, she's gonna sort of sneak off towards a blacksmith.
The blacksmith.
I mean, you don't
Are
need
you
to sneak.
actually?
You could just go.
sneaking, or
But she is moving in Julian fashion, so
Okie
she,
dokie.
she
Sort of like
something.
gets
jumping
lost in the crowd
yeah,
really quickly?
running between the legs and through the legs of other people and stuff like that.
We walk in and then she's suddenly gone.
Yeah, Baker Street Irregulars style.
Nice, nice. So yeah, you making your way through the town, and
My way.
you get to the blacksmith. You see a sign out the front that says the Iron Horse.
Mm-hmm.
And as you walk in, you see this massive centaur
Horse.
clanging away from behind. And he looks at you with the most displeasure.
Do
You've
I know
stolen
him by
from him
name?
many
Someone
times.
stole
Uh,
it from the horseman.
Do
Roll.
I know him by name?
See if you'd probably remember. I think you'd probably.
Where would
remember.
Julyan get her daggers from normally?
Yeah, yeah. This is
Is
where.
it from here?
This is where you got your daggers from. You might not. You might have. You might have.
Very important.
You might have
Got
forgot
them.
Yeah, you might have forgotten to
I
pay for
acquired
them.
some daggers.
And he looks over and goes, "Get out!"
I've come to pay for my daggers.
Julian's just going to hold up a gold coin.
Times that by 4, and you've almost got a deal. Put it on the counter. And he just takes it.
I mean, the
and
counter's
goes-
going to be massive if that's a centaur.
Yeah. And he, like, sort of takes it, puts it underneath the thing. Is that all?
I want to buy a dagger for a friend.
Oh, you want to buy one now, do you? That's not normally your style.
Well, it's a gift, so he's not going to want it if I've stolen it.
Again, that's not normally your style.
Do you want some gold or not?
I'd love some gold, but I'm always a bit skeptical about whether you're going to give me the gold for the things I give you. What were you after?
A dagger.
I mean, you just bought 2. I mean, technically, you've just bought 2. Just bought. What type of dagger?
One for a little boy.
And, like, he holds it and he's like, there is so much wrong with that sentence.
I mean,
I had knives when I was a boy.
Okay,
Little pocket knife.
out of game, there is so much wrong with that sentence.
You
Back in
didn't,
game.
you didn't have a
In
pocket
game.
knife when you were
No, I
when
did.
you
I
were a
did.
kid.
I did, yes, I did.
it's not Damien, by the way.
All of a sudden, you see a look of relief as he goes, "Oh, okay." But right, okay. Do you want it to be a fancy dagger or
Something a hero would have.
like a hero's dagger? And he's sort of looking, and he's like, he's dead skeptical. So please make a persuasion check.
Okay. Persuasion is +0.
Roll high.
Like mine -1. So
He sort of looks at you and goes, "It's going to cost you another 4 gold, and I want the money up front."
how much is this dagger?
Oh no,
He puts 5 gold on the table.
Man,
basically he doesn't trust Julyan, and he's definitely. You get the feeling that he's definitely charging you an untrustworthy tax.
Yeah. I mean, he's
There is
not wrong.
there is a large amount of hidden VAT on these daggers.
it's like 3 times the amount a dagger would normally.
Direwolf attack! Stuff here!
He says that I've paid for the daggers today. I'm probably also paying for several pieces of armor, several weapon repair kits.
He slides the gold off, and he's like, "Is that for that little boy that passed away?" Okay. And he takes a ready-made blade that he had just sat in a pot of water cooling down, and he pulls it back out and he starts running it across the sanding wheel. He gets another block of sort of like small shiny metal. You get the look that it's not quite steel, it's not quite silver, but it's very polished steel. And he puts that into the furnace, and that starts melting. And he sort of starts shaping this dagger. So it's rather than it being like a blade with a point, it's almost like a straight, like from sort of like bottom to top, it immediately goes into a point, like a triangle shape. So it's a proper stabby rather than a slashy.
And not like a stiletto knife.
Yeah, a bit like a stiletto, but tapered all the way.
So like an arrowhead with a
Yeah,
handle.
that's it. Yeah, but like imagine like a stretched out arrowhead. And he sort of pours this steel into a mold, and he sort of hammers out like a little disc shape and a pommel, and he sort of puts it together, and he pulls a piece of rosewood off the side, and he polishes the rosewood, dips a load of oil over the top of it, and he sort of holds it up, and you see it from the bottom. There's sort of like a swirl in the bottom. So imagine like a question mark shape that just keeps looping in on itself across the bottom underneath into like a rosewood fitted handle with silver pins bolting it to the actual tang of the blade, the shiny silver disc in the bottom, and then the nice pointed blade at the top. Look almost like a small gladius. And he sort of
I was going to say there's a like a Greek sword that looks a bit like that.
and he sort of looks.
It's like a dagger.
He sort of looks and he goes, "I've made it light enough that even someone littler than you can wield it with ease. Properly balanced. But please, for the love of God, don't let him hurt himself with one of my weapons. And please tell him not to cut caught on the street with one of my weapons. And please wait till his 18th birthday to give him one of my weapons. But I don't think you're going to listen to that, are you?" He sort of just puts the dagger on the side.
Julyan takes it, puts another gold coin, and she says, "For your trouble."
Sort of, again, not breaking eye contact, just takes the gold and goes,
For your immeasurable trouble.
Like, "You are nothing but trouble."
Love you too.
Rogue's gonna rogue, yeah.
As you salute, he sort of catches your arm and looks and goes, "Those braces look familiar." Get out.
Didn't she get them from somewhere else?
No,
No.
Umbraa got braces.
No.
Oh, that was
What?
it.
Everything she's wearing is from that place.
I'm wearing this. I'm not.
It's like you've strolled back into Next wearing all Next clothes, with still with the security tags on.
All the tags beep as you walk
Yeah,
in.
yeah.
Beep, 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 beep. Ooh,
Yeah.
Look at my outfit.
And he just sort of shakes his head and goes, "Get out."
Thank you. Bye. Runs out the door. Door goes beep 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 beep. beep. And she's leaving.
And in fact, have you ever done that thing with supermarkets where you go into one shop and buy some stuff, then go into another shop, and the other shop has the same things on sale, and you go through the door thinking, "Oh God, they're going to think I shoplifted."
That's why you always keep the receipt. And then you
Yeah.
always get that one idiot that always goes, "Oh, quick, stop him, he's putting stuff back." And I'm always that idiot. So yeah, as you leave the Iron Horseshoe, quite happy with your newfound purchase, and feeling a little bit of sense of pride that you've paid back to the community rather than just robbing this poor centaur who didn't look impressed.
No.
So to the library, Julyan, you take the points.
To the library.
And you lead them round, and you see this real sort of gothic building. Looks almost like cathedral-like. It's that sort of. Excuse me, I didn't ask for your opinion.
I love cathedrals too.
It looks almost cathedral-like. And you walk through, and as you walk through the door, stood in front is this tall, slender, purple-cloaked figure with long white hair and dark, dark skin. And they say, "Welcome. We are the keepers."
Julian's just going to sort of whisper to Umbraa, "These guys are freaky."
Yeah,
Thank you for the warning.
Why did they make that sound so menacing?
And as
we keep the bones.
as they're
We
sort of,
store the skin. Okay.
and
We
they go,
harbour the souls.
"We realise that you may not be from around here, but we, the keepers, are." You are, but you've probably never been to a library. Why would you want to steal a book? Books aren't cool.
I'm technically from here, but I've never been here.
No. It's like, "We are around. If you need us, please let us know." And then as they open the cloak with one sort of swift motion, and like the doors just and open
Umbra
up.
leans down to Julyan and goes, "Are they going to trap us here?"
Probably.
They keep things.
As you walk in, you can literally just see rows upon rows upon rows of bookshelf, like double stacked high. As you walk into the centre, there is another one of these dark-skinned, which you realise are elves, specifically
They're
drow.
drow.
Yeah. Stood there.
Is it dark in here? Like the windows?
Roll a perception check.
Have you got your
No.
eyes closed?
I'll help
Ooh.
because I'm stood next to her.
Okay.
Perception, that's a 24.
She does not need my help.
You notice that there aren't any windows in here. There are plenty of torches and
Didn't
sort
think
of
so.
candle lights, but there are no windows in here. And as you walk into the middle of the room, you see it sort of walks and it opens out into a big circle. And inside these circle are like massive long oak tables where there are people pulled up reading books and stuff, and there's people drawing and sketching things, and but again, everywhere you can see there are these same purple cloaked, white haired drow that are just stood at the ends of aisles, and one of them seemingly glides in front of you and says, "Welcome. Please, may I assist you?"
Yes, we are looking for books on... Let me try. Okay, we are looking for books on Umbraa, the Order of the Curse, and if you have them,
Maelstrom?
books on the Living Malestrom.
They sort of wait for a minute, and it opens out its palm, and in its palm, an orange light glows. And then it puts its hand back, and the globe of light is still floating in the air. And they say, "Please, follow." And the globe starts moving down towards an aisle.
I'll follow.
Yep.
So, as you guys follow this floating globe, as you walk in, you realise there are more of these globes floating around with people following them and stuff, and going up spiral staircases, and you realise the inside of this place is massive. It
Big
is,
Keep a
It's-
close eye on our globe.
yeah, it's huge. And your globe takes you right round the back, and you go up a little spiral staircase at the back, and it stops in front of another one of these drow, and they say, "I believe you're looking for books on Umbraa, the Order of the Curse, and the Living Malestrom.
That
Yep.
is correct.
Please follow me." And again, seemingly, they're walking, but it's almost like it's like so elegant and effortless that they're just sort of sweeping across. Roll a perception check, just any of you.
I'll get into action. That's pretty good.
2.
17.
Julian's too busy.
Mine's
just going,
13.
You realise that they're completely barefoot.
Gotta be quiet, it's a library.
Mm-hmm. So they stop and
I'm also barefoot.
Mhm.
We're twinsies.
pulls a book off the shelf.
What's
another
the
one off
opposite
shelf.
of barefoot? Because that's
Got your clodhoppers on.
like
Clodhoppers.
like I'm made of not barefoot.
You're made of shoe.
Yeah, like
Made of
all-
shoe.
You are
all of me
You are
is
essentially.
designed to clang around.
You're
the moment.
essentially one giant shoe, one giant fashion accessory. Is that what you're trying to tell me?
No, it's I'm set up currently only to make noise.
Are you in shield mode?
Yeah, Guardian. Yeah,
We're walking through this lovely, quiet library.
Yeah,
and
people.
Sentinel's just going, boom!
You notice people are sort of turning round to look, And every time they start going, they notice that you're a Warforged and go, shit.
And it's like, I can't. This is me. Can I try and walk a bit quieter?
I mean,
can I attempt a stealth?
Roll a stealth check.
I mean, it's a disadvantage.
That's fine.
So no. 9.
In your attempt to walk quietly, you inadvertently make more noise.
Because rather than
hang on, what does your T-shirt say?
It's
Heavy metal.
It says heavy metal. It's Transformers.
Yep.
But what I'll try to do, in an attempt to walk quieter, I'm trying to walk like toe to heel. But what I'm doing instead
click
is
clang,
just making,
click clang,
I'm just
click
making
clang.
double clangs now instead of like clang clang clang. I'm going clang 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 clang.
Yeah.
So it's just worse.
So they pull.
If anyone wants to tell me to stop, I'll stop. But currently, it's worse.
They pull 2 books off the shelf, and they look to you, Umbraa, and they go, "They are here. Please leave the books at the end of the table when you are finished with them."
Thank you.
And then it doesn't, like, you're not allowed to just stand there. It sort of like waits for you to start moving.
Oh, okay. I'll go find a table.
So you go back down the stairs, and there is a long table down the middle, and like some of you with better passive perception can see just like an elderly gnomish man just sat there every time, like, the Sentinel's feet hit the floor, going.
Then I think you may want to sit down.
Parang! As he sits on the bench.
It's not that bad.
I cast Pass Without a Trace on him.
No, it's a 19 bonus.
Now you're almost like it's like listening
I'm
to a
sitting
breeze.
so quietly.
Yeah. Best use of Pass Without the Trace
For
I've ever
the
seen.
next 10
I love
minutes,
it.
I'm sitting
give him a
very
condescending
nice and
tap.
quietly.
Just like a tap tap tap.
Yeah. So Umbraa is going into full research monk mode.
Okie
They're
dokie.
going to see full-on nerd monk now.
Okie dokie.
Julyan is going to
I've-
climb up
I'll-
onto the table and sit cross-legged, like above where Umbraa's got the books laid out.
Ah, she's here!
As
Everybody
you
run!
as you stand on the table, you are immediately and threw back into the seat. As one of the drow waves their hand and goes, "Please, not for standing."
Get told.
I'll just say, Julyan, sit next.
Are we gonna divvy up the books and see what we can do?
What are the titles of both of the books?
The first one that they gave you was a title called "The War That Shaped the World,"
War That Shaped the World.
and
Okay.
the second one that they gave you was "Beasts and Titans of the Depths."
Beasts and Titans. I will say to Sen, I don't know which one would you rather take? You are an expert on the war.
I feel like I've got a head start on the war that shaped the world. So
That's what I thought as well. So I'll give you that one.
okie doke.
And I will take Beasts and Titans of the Depths, and I'm going to go into full-on, like, nerd monk, but I'm also trying to teach Julyan how to, like, skim read at the same time.
Okay.
So what do I need to roll? I am looking for, specifically, the Titan that has been talked about that was sealed away in the height of Umblaa's power.
Okay. Roll an investigation check.
And do I roll investigation as well if I'm sat reading with her?
You may.
You
Okay.
may.
Oh, that's good. That is good. That is good.
I
Investigation. That's a 22.
rolled 15.
So,
Yes.
as your skin reading, you come across a chapter about sea worms or sea snakes.
Snakes.
Snee snakes.
Sniff.
And oh, I'm sorry. There's a cat just jumped up my leg, all claws out.
Oh wow!
Come on, come on. Then.
It was the sneeze neck.
It was the snake snake.
You will never tell. You will never tell her about the Titan.
Hello. I don't think that was necessary.
Oh look!
Oh man.
Oh,
This is now
favorite place in all the world.
Such a cute snake.
So do you want to tell them about the Titan? No. He says it's perfect.
Oh.
Hello.
He just says the Titan will rule the world.
Yeah. The Titan will lay waste to you all. So.
Did you see his paw then? I don't know if you can see it on the...
Well, just push the
screen.
microphone out the way.
No. You were scratching and his paw just went, no. It just pushed you out.
Yeah, he does that. So.
Maybe
Yes,
tomorrow.
so.
It didn't come for fuss. It came for attack.
Yeah.
The war will continue.
The war will continue. So. You
I'll live to
find.
fight another day.
Roll dodge.
You find a page that describes a moving storm from beneath the waves. A sea serpent with like rows and rows of colossal teeth that, as it rises from the water, creates a vortex that can swallow entire continents.
A big.
This monster is like beyond like gargantuan. It says that it was once a servant of Umbraa after it was banished by the gods of the land because it was like a disgusting, fierce creature whose hunger could not contain it. It also says that Umbraa was very fond of what she called her pet. And as you turn to the next page, you realise there are some pages missing.
Oh, well, balls.
Is there anyone watching us?
Roll a perception check.
Julyan puts her hand up.
20.
Nice.
As you look around to see if anybody's watching you,
That's an angry gnome watching me. Specifically.
Umbraa does a 21 hit.
Does it... Read in a book!
Does a 21 hit.
Yes, you know it does. You've got my character sheet.
Man, hitting someone while they're reading, that's a dick move.
Also, who rips pages out of a book?
As Umbraa is flicking through and gets to the page, Noella, you look up, and what materializes from the shadow is a cloaked figure, and before you can say anything, it digs a blade into the side of Umbraa. And I'd like you to all roll initiative, please.
Man,
In a library?
in a library is nothing sacred.
And a lot of
How
us
much
have-
how
a
much
lot of us
damage do I
have been
take?
damaging from last time.
We'll get to that slightly. We'll get to that in a moment.
Okay.
Gotta confess, I was actually planning to not be at the library.
Help.
Library.
Oh, okay. That's not bad. That's not bad.
Oh, hello.
Are you not at the library, Dan?
No.
Oh.
Oh.
No, not everybody came.
I mean, you've looked out there because you didn't have a lot left.
Yeah, you're dying.
Yeah, you were really low. It's probably good you're not there, actually. In the nicest possible sense.
Initiative. Well, I'm not going first.
No, I rolled a 6.
Oh, okay. I'll roll a 7. Every time I think I've rolled terribly, you roll worse.
I know. I'm
It's
sat right next to Umbraa, so I must be really focused.
It's uncanny.
I missed Nivara. I had +7.
Oh.
But I've rolled pretty well, so I'm not too.
So, as you look around, Umbraa, as this dagger hits you in the chest.
In the
You
chest.
there.
Ow.
Hang on. If you'd all just like to put your tokens onto the page, and then I can sort of.
Oh yeah.
No, I know. I'll do yours.
Tokens.
Noella is there.
Are we like? Where are we?
Right, is that Umbraa?
Oh, yeah.
Umbraa,
Right,
you
I'm
are
only
there.
Yeah,
Sentinel,
Okay.
I'd say you were there.
I'd be the Would I be the opposite side or next to
Yeah,
her? I'd probably be the
Julyan,
opposite.
I'd say
I
you
was
were sat next to
Umbraa.
Umbraa there.
Yeah.
So,
I can see what's the name of people? Can I see those in real life?
what do you mean, what's the name of people?
Sharky people.
There's 2 came to on. Are we supposed to see those?
So, as you look over Noella and you see this shadow appear and almost uncloak itself and drive the knife into poor Umbraa as Umbraa was minding his own business. Umbraa,
Ow.
you take
Oh, jeez, this could be bad.
6 points of damage, and I'd like you to make a Constitution saving throw for me.
Okay.
Or be banished.
6 damage and a con save.
Yes.
19.
19. You feel like a toxin enter your bloodstream. And
Oh
you,
no.
You sort of. Oh man, that was rough. But luckily you managed to shake it off.
Have you not got something monkey to do with being poisoned?
That's not till a higher level.
Oh.
I'm immune to disease and poison a bit further up, but not
Yeah,
right
higher
now.
level.
Be a
What's
high,
the matter?
yeah, be a high level.
I'm trying.
We're level 8 now, aren't we?
No,
DM, surely I'm the level that means I'm resistant to disease and poison.
you are not. So. Oof.
Oh man.
Right, so 25 to 20.
20.
Yes.
Nice.
These guys don't
20
find their
to,
library being
20 to,
smashed up by a
20
giant
to
dog.
15.
17.
15 to 10.
Oh, jeez.
10 to 5.
7.
6.
Oh, good grief.
No, 5. Sorry, 5.
5. What did you roll a 0?
I rolled a 2. No, 6. I'm looked at my proficiency instead of my enchantment.
Right,
I'm
so
bad.
as the man with the cloak pulls out the dagger from your chest, with his other attack, he rolls and plunges another one. And
Ow!
I know that misses. And as he comes down with the other one to try and get you again, you push yourself off the table. And luckily the dagger comes forward and misses. And with a bonus action, he looks at the other two and goes, "Get them!" Noella, it is your turn.
Well.
Jeez.
I am going to try something a little bit different.
Ooh.
So I am going to cast sleep on him.
Ooh.
What rolls are you going to make for that?
So a spell sends creatures into magic combat. Rolled 5d8. The total is the amount of hit points of creatures this spell can affect. Creatures within 20 feet of a point you choose within range are affected in ascending order of their current hit points.
Okay, so roll the dice then to see what number you get.
So the 20 foot will be from like him behind, obviously not Umbraa.
So you could probably get. You could probably get like this guy and that guy. So it's whoever's got the least hit points gets to sleep first, and then it goes up.
Oh, look at us, all professional with stats and everything.
Oh, you got the thingy on the stream?
I mean, I did roll pretty good. So
Nice.
16, 23, 29, 34.
Ooh. Good.
The man holding the daggers looks over at you and goes, "What?" And just falls backwards.
Yes, Noella, you absolute beast.
Yeah.
Herman, is there enough hit points left over to get this shark guy asleep as well?
As you look over at the shark guy, you see it sort of like blink a couple of times, but it stays firm and it's, and you can see just like just water dripping from the inside of its toothy maw.
And then, as my bonus action, no, wrong spell. Over Umbraa and Julyan, I will cast Healing Spirit.
Nice.
You've already cast a spell.
Oh, you've already cast
It's a bonus action.
You can only cast one spell.
Yeah, if you cast a spell, it can only be a cantrip. Or
You can cast a spell as the bonus action and then a cantrip, or you can cast a spell as an action and then you've spelled out, unfortunately.
Okie dokie then. Then sucks to be him because I'll change into a direwolf then.
And he's unconscious, and melee attacks within 5 feet are auto crits if you hit.
Yes, they are.
So you can mess him up real bad.
So,
I mean, he'll wake up. But he'll wake up badly.
As Noella arcs and throws some arcane energy, you see the man fall backwards into a deep slumber. And then all of a sudden, with an eruption, chairs and go flying across the room as the tiny elf turns into this huge hulking direwolf, looking almost angrier than normal.
Drow go.
The gnome's there going.
It's interesting. You look around the room, and as you're looking around, there are people running towards you, but like
Real slow.
Real slow.
Time vortex.
So,
right.
Noella, that ends your turn. Next is this guy who runs straight up to Sentinel and makes a attack.
Oh, here we go.
Oh.
23.
You hit.
Whoa! Wait a minute, I forgot.
You actually hit him?
Somebody clip.
Sharks.
That's mad.
Oh, I've got to actually.
Before we carry on, actually, can I just ask a question? So my sleep is a racial feat. So does that count towards casting spells?
I think it's just something you can use once a day.
Okay.
Yeah,
So
it just means
You
it's
still
self,
cast.
no.
You still cast the day. You still cast the spell, but it's like a special way that you get
It's
the
just-
spell.
Yeah, it's just an innate one that you can do.
Fair enough then.
Because I think
Like
that,
mind,
I
like
think-
mind reading.
Like sleep, I think because you get sleep and invisibility, don't you? That you can do once a day without using a slot.
Yeah.
So, Sentinel, you take 14 points of piercing damage as it charges you with its trident and wedges it into sort of where your stomach would be if you were a normal man.
I'm confused as to what's happened.
And as you sort of
It sounds like, huh?
Sentinel's never been hurt before.
No, he has. Plenty of times.
and
Piercing pain.
and 24 to hit.
Well, yeah, because the other one hit.
As it digs the trident into you, and you sort of it bites down into your exposed neck, which is
Breaks a tooth.
Yeah.
Probably. It's a shark, though. Just another one flicks in.
– 21 points of piercing damage as it chomps down into your neck.
I've only got 14 health left.
Oh. Don't
Right.
die, you're our tank.
No, you've got a dire wolf at the minute.
That's true. Noella, don't die, you're our tank.
As the Sentinel takes the damage, Umbraa, it is your turn.
Right, I am peed off. Someone's ripped pages out of a book. I'm being attacked in my safe place. I am a peed off kitty cat. I am going to make a run for this. That guy's asleep, yeah?
Yep.
So I'm going to move 5 feet up to this guy. And as I'm running, I'm going to shout, "Everyone out!" And I'm going to try and punch him in the face.
Okay, roll for an attack.
That's a 23.
That hits.
That is... Oh, that's a 6. So that gives me a grand total of 9 points of damage.
As you run and just boom, plant one on the front of its nose, you see it sort of and like flash round.
It's where you punch sharks.
It is where you punch sharks.
Second attack. It's a natural 1.
As you go to follow up, it sort of embraces and like you end up punching just its forearms as he sort of protects its stomach. And
I will. Let's have a look. Do I have any key points left? Yes. I am going to use my final 2 key points.
Okay.
To cast the spell Burning Hands.
Okay.
And
Nice.
Let me look, because I've never used this spell before, so I do apologise. Each creature in a 15-foot cone.
Take that, creatures.
So just him. I'm
Yeah.
literally just gonna straight at him. Must make a dex saving throw.
Well, that was a 2, so
That's a fail. So he takes 12 points of fire damage.
ooh. After you follow up with a punch to the nose, and it takes the punch into the chest, it looks up, snarling, as you plant your hands on the side of its face, and this radiant flame just engulfs its face. You see it start, and it looks rough.
That I can't do anything else, so I will end my turn there.
Okay. Next up is indeed the shark that you just tried to attack.
Try it. I was very successful.
18 to hit.
Yeah, that hits.
Ugh. 8 points of piercing damage as it lunges out with a trident and just catches you. And then, oh, that was a natural 1. And it goes to bite you, but thankfully your cat reflexes sort of dip out the way. And it sort of stumbles over itself. Next up, we have the Sentinel.
Feeling rough. Not enjoying being hit at all.
The Sentinel, bad days, being had.
I've been hit. I'm nearly dead. This is stressful for everybody.
I can heal myself. I can make myself harder to hit. But they all take an action. And then I'm just going to get hit again.
Not necessarily.
I'll go before
They might-
he goes, so if I can take him down.
I'm going to punch him in his stupid face.
Roll
In
an
his
attack.
stupid fish face.
Stupid fish face. Ooh, burn.
So
Oh,
I'm still salty from the betrayals.
Just like the advantage of anger.
What's Demp doing right now? We're all like fighting for our lives in the library, and he's
shot.
It's just
I've got to say,
Three.
I've got to say, this is one of the finest cappuccinos I've ever had.
Oh, a croissant.
We're
I
going
don't
like,
mind if I do.
Stab.
24 to hit.
24
Don't
definitely
mind if I
hits.
do.
Is that cheesecake?
Whoops. Come back here, you.
You jammy dodger.
Ooh.
Balancing along a fence.
13
13 points of
13
damage.
thunder damage.
Oh,
That's one hit.
boom! As the punch connects to the side of the shark's like ribs, you see the ripple out, and its black eyes for a minute flickering.
Has this one taken any damage yet? Apart from like before that hit.
Is that
Yeah,
the one
just-
that's got your sleep?
No.
Mm-mm.
No, it's the main guys, the sleep.
The other
guys.
Oh,
shark.
the sharks aren't awake. Oh, okay. No,
6.
The sharks are awake. The
the
dude
sharks
on
are awake.
sleep.
The dude is asleep. Okay.
14.
Moving is asleep.
14 hits.
Fighting everyone around.
Nice.
Ooh. Okay, they haven't got the best AC.
8 more thunder damage.
Boom! With another follow-up. This guy looks weird.
And then Sentinel sat on the table is going to... I'm going to... Because he goes straight after me. I'm going to move up so... Umbraa... No. Noella's got a spot to move into. And then Rico's going to shoot him as well.
Sweet.
Pew!
Oh,
Enrico!
16, 17, 18, 19. 23 to hit.
That hits.
Nice,
Another
nice.
4 force damage.
This guy is starting to look rather rough as well now. As it's sort of like, you can see blood coming from its mouth, and like bits of its chest, like you can see like a bit of a protrusion where a rib's poking out.
And that is all of my things.
Right, so next up is the Cloaked Man, who is currently
Asleep on the floor.
I don't want to go to school.
I want to go to school, man. So he bypasses his turn completely. So we have
Nice.
Noella.
No, you don't. You have me.
We don't. We have Julyan before the Cloaked Man.
Before,
So
he's.
So I'm between Sentinel and the Cloaked Man.
Yes, Cloaked Man's top of the
Okay.
round.
All right.
He's at the top.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm going to run up to the run 10 feet to
Yeah.
Umbraa. I'm going to give Umbraa one of my healing potions.
That'll be a bonus action then, yeah.
Yeah, and then with my action,
Yes. Blah, 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 blah,
I'm
blah.
going to take my dagger. Hopefully. Hang on. 25 feet. Range 20 feet. Damn. Okay, I'm not going to
You've
do
still
what I
got-
was gonna do there.
You've still got. You could move again.
I could
You've
move
still got
again.
plenty of
Actually,
movement.
Yeah, you're quite right. Okay,
Yeah.
with the rest of my movement, I'm
Up on the table.
gonna jump on the table, sod you, Drow, and I'm gonna throw my dagger at Sharky and George over here, the one next to Sentinel.
Okie dokie. Roll for an attack.
So that's a D20 plus my hit DC.
Yeah, plus your attack modifier, yeah.
I always forget. Where's my attack? Attack modifier is hit DC, isn't it?
To hit, yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
to hit,
Yeah.
I always forget which bit it is.
And you get you get sneak attack on this because he's currently engaged with an ally.
Oh, do I? Oh, well, unfortunately, I haven't hit. I've definitely not hit.
What is it?
It's a 9.
So as you throw that first dagger, it sails off past him. Ah, shit.
Yeah. And I think.
And you've already used your bonus action for
I've already
heals.
used my bonus action to give Umbraa the healing potion. So I think that's my move then.
Okay. So, hooded man, fast asleep. Noella, it is up to you. What would you like to do?
So I will.
Shark.
I'll move up to the one next to Sen. And then that means I get advantage, yeah? So I've got pack tactics.
Yeah.
So I will bite him then.
Bite a fish.
Um, 16.
Hits.
You're muted.
I have to be, otherwise my mic feeds back on Annie's.
I know. Then you have to shout louder so it picks up.
So that's 12 points of damage.
Nice.
As you sink your teeth into the shark's middle, you grab and throw back, and the shark is just like in tattered pieces in your jaws, and you spit it out onto the floor. This once proud warrior, now a lying, messed up mess on the floor.
That's what you get
Is
for
it dead?
hitting. You get time out for hitting.
Okay.
Moving
and
you
then
down on the rocky.
I will ignore the table and just walk over it.
Yep, you will.
And I want to just land on top of if I can, on top of the actual cloaked figure.
So you want to like pin him down? Make a strength saving throw with advantage. No, strength. Just do a strength check with an advantage.
Julian's gonna do that.
And say you're going to be on top of Julyan a bit as well.
No,
She's small.
we've managed to sort of work it so she's come round.
22.
22. So as you put your paw in across both arms of this man, this guy goes, what? Ah! As there is just a snarling direwolf staring down, like face to face, dripping with bits of shark guts and blood all over this guy. Does that end your turn, my dear? Shut up, you're not the real direwolf.
Woof, woof. Yes.
Direwolves unite! Woof, woof, woof.
So, that Sharky boy has expired. So, it is Umbraa.
It's me! Righto. I still have a Mr. Sharky Shark in front of me. So, I will pull my quarterstaff, which is the first time I've actually used this dang thing. I will pull my quarterstaff from behind me, do some cool monk twizzle with it, and I'm going to try and whack him across the jaw with it.
Roll to hit.
Roll to hit. Ooh, that's good.
Yeah, but you've just pinned him.
That is. Come on, brain. A 16.
That hits.
Fabulous. Right. And because I'm using my quarterstaff, it's a D8 instead of a D6.
Sweet.
And I rolled an 8. That is 11 points of damage.
you bring the quarterstaff down in the middle of its head, and you almost see its skull cave in a little bit, and it sort of just stood there like, there is barely anything holding this monster to this material plane.
I will attack again with my second attack.
Okay, roll.
So I've brought the quarterstaff down. I swivel it round and I try and get it back in the other side of his face.
Okay, okay.
That is 16 again.
16 hits.
So that is not as high this time. That is 8 points of damage.
8 points of damage. As you bring your quarterstaff round and hit it the other side, it just goes and falls. KO.
With my bonus action, I will drink the potion of healing.
Downeth goeseth Fraser F.
2d4 plus 2.
Yes.
Oh, that's good. That's a 4 and a 3, 7. That's 9 points. Thank you, Julyan.
You're more than welcome.
Boom. Okay, I feel better about life. And with the rest of my movement, I will... Where Noella is, I'm going to just come the other side.
Okay.
And I will say as I get there, I have manacles if you want to keep him restrained. And I'll leave it there. I can't get them out because that's an action, but I'll just let her know that I've got them.
So, next person up would be Sentinel. So,
Yes.
if you would like to keep him restrained while he is pinned and kept prisoner, we will exit initiative. If not, would you like to make an attack? What would you like to do?
We should probably try and ask him what's up.
If only we
Hey,
had.
what's up?
If only we had a tiefling that could read minds with us.
If only.
I know.
You think I cannot read minds?
Meanwhile, in the tavern.
So,
Has he been hit at all?
no.
No.
He has got a
No,
dog
Ellen.
sitting on him though.
Noella knocked him out and then turned into a direwolf and pinned into the ground.
It's true. She did.
She has a
Then
particular
I'll-
set of skills.
I'll come over, and I'll just, and I'll just try
Is he
and,
awake now?
He is currently screaming as there is a direwolf pinning him to the floor.
Is time still slow?
You look around, and time does still seem to be a little bit slow. Sentinel, roll and investigate. Actually, no. Roll an investigation check. Noella.
Because if it was concentration,
You'd
have thought going to sleep.
Oh, we
you'd have
out
thought
of
going to
initiative now?
sleep would have.
You are indeed out of initiative.
All right. Julian's gonna whistle to get her dagger back.
And the dagger's back in your
I'll
trusty
just
side.
kneel down to the guy and just say, "Who are you?"
18.
As you're kneeling down looking at the guy, you see Noella in direwolf form nudge, like, between its jacket and his lapel. And his sort of, like, collar of his robes and stuff. And
I'll pull them apart and have a look at whatever's there.
And as you pull them apart, you see a little purple gem that's just... Whoom, whoom, whoom.
I'll just grab it and rip it off.
As you pull it off, everybody that was running then comes full speed. Oh, what's going on? What's going on? These drow come from everywhere and swarm you and go, this mustn't happen here. This mustn't happen here. And they draw these big ceremonial swords and ignite them with an electrical energy.
I'll just... Yeah.
And like
Yeah,
they are
It
chanting.
shouldn't happen here.
They are chanting, this must not happen here. This must not happen here.
Umbra's going to stand up and say, look, the matter has been dealt with. You must help any wounded and clear the bodies. You are right, this must not happen here.
And they all sort of look over at
I just
Umbraa.
want to read my book.
And they're sort of staring at Umbraa. Are you wearing the pin that was given to you?
Me?
Yeah.
I'm wearing
army
the
one.
pin.
Yeah.
The pin from. Yeah, I'm wearing
Did
the
you
pin
put it
that
on?
Mage Pros give us. Yeah.
They look round at you. And the ceremonial blades go away. They pull the cloak round and go, please take business of this nature outside. And
We didn't bring it inside.
immediately sort of float away as they start putting tables and chairs back together with
Well-
swaths of their magic.
While this is happening, can I hide?
Roll a stealth check.
Meter's behind me, so
Yeah, 21.
21.
Surely the giant direwolf gives me advantage. But yeah, it's 21.
Camouflage in her fur.
Yeah.
You feel extremely well hidden.
Okay. While I'm hidden, I'm gonna take the book. I'm gonna take the Beasts of... What was it? Beasts of the Depth.
Yep.
And I'm
Yeah,
gonna
it was
sort of-
Okay.
beast tight the depths.
Make a sleight of hand check for me, please.
Yeah.
I've cast a
Natural
cure
20.
wounds on myself.
Natural
by the way.
20.
Nice.
Wow, 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 wow.
Natural 20.
Cool. Sorry.
The book... The book, as you sweep your cloak around and hide into the direwolf form, the book seemingly has vanished from the table.
And I'm just gonna climb up. Have you ever seen Last of the Guardians?
Yes.
Where the little boy's clinging to what's his name? Tico's back. Trico.
Trico.
So I am the little boy clinging to Trico's back now, just holding on.
Noella, you have a jockey. And the guy sort of stood there going, what are you going to do to me?
I'm going to ask you a question. Again, that you've yet to answer.
And he sort of looks over at you and just goes, what makes you think I'm going to answer?
I mean, you
I'm
can
gonna
talk to
smack
me.
him.
Well-
You are.
I'm going
I
to
was gonna-
smack him.
I was going to say, yeah, you can talk to me, or you can talk to her. And then I'll just point, not him, sorry, and I'm just going to point to, like, your fist.
Yeah, I'm smacking him. I'm full
Whack!
on. Across the butterface.
Roll for an attack.
Across the face.
With advantage, of course.
I will absolutely roll for an attack.
Am I supposed to
That
have the ability to kill my own token?
15.
You can give yourself things.
15, yeah, of course, you hit him. We'll just say for now, because you're not trying to kill him, he does he takes some damage. So whack! Ugh!
You can hold it back and just do, like...
Yeah.
I don't
And
think they...
he looks at you and goes, my mum hits better than that.
Strong lady, your mom.
So you've got a mum.
That's someone we can find. Interesting. And we'll start making notes.
Apparently, I'm not allowed to climb onto.
I will have.
You can climb on the direwolf, it's fine.
The token won't go on it.
Ah,
We'll just thematically you're there. It's fine.
Yeah,
we know you're there.
I'm under the direwolf.
I will have one paw on either, like, top of his arm. So then I'll bite his shoulder.
Oof. The guy screams in pain. And again, the drow flock round and go, that will not happen here.
We
And I'll
cannot
say-
get him out.
I'll just give.
Oh.
I'll put all my teeth away and give him the biggest puppy dog eyes.
Well, I'll turn to one of the drow and say, we were reading and we were attacked here. Where were your swords then?
Ooh.
Ooh.
If they assailed you on our premises, then they must be dealt with. And you see
We're
him
dealing.
you see him pull his swords out, and he goes towards the guy on the floor.
I'll just say, we need answers. Do not kill him. We need to find out who did this so they can never desecrate this sacred library again.
Roll persuasion check.
Oh, that's good.
Does she get advantage because of what I said? Or not.
Yes.
Did you say persuasion?
Yeah.
Okay. That's no better. So that is a 17.
That's all right.
They look round. And they go... And then it seems like there is a shimmer effect around you all. And as the drow steps out of the shimmer effect, it disappears.
So we're hidden from the rest of the library.
You believe
Do
so,
I get the
yes.
impression? So I'll turn back to the guy on the floor and just say, you can deal with us or you can deal with them,
Puppy dog eyes.
but they're only going to kill you.
I ain't scared of death. And I ain't
Seems
scared
like we need to take it from your mind then.
Try it. And he spits at you.
He doesn't move. It doesn't bother him.
Your sense just like, okay.
And
I will
So,
pick him up by his arm, and I'll hand his arm to Umbraa to put the manacles on.
As you lift him from the floor, he goes to, like, with his other arm, now it's freed, to swing the dagger at you. But as he swings the dagger at you, Sentinel, you catch his arm and sort of put it behind his back. And
okay, I think we should put him back to sleep, and I'll just go smack, and I'll just keep hitting him until he's unconscious.
Go to sleep, go to sleep, go to sleep, go to sleep, go to sleep.
Yeah, literally I will.
Every now and again, check,
Fortunately,
Like
Sentinel,
mechanical arm.
with your
Do you know in I can't remember which Avengers film it is.
Age of Ultron,
but
Thor,
where it's the fighting.
Oh, the iron.
Hulk
Iron
busters
Man's
on top.
fighting Hulk, and
Yeah.
it just goes like dun, 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 dun. Yeah, he's just gonna do that.
Thankfully,
Jackhammer on his face until he's asleep.
thankfully,
And then I'll go Hulk and do that thing where he throws
bang,
Loki.
bang, 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 bang.
Puny guard.
This poor library. You guys are monsters.
We're hidden now. It's
Oh,
fine.
dear.
Somebody ripped pages out of a book. They're the real monsters.
I'm being polite now.
So, bang, 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 bang.
I can put him
Bosh!
in a bag of holding.
This bloke
Put him in
is,
a bag of
is
holding.
unconscious and dribbling down himself.
Good. On the back of the direwolf. Dealt with.
Good God.
Julyan kind
No,
of
we-
looks over her shoulder and goes,
Let's go and find them.
We need to. I want to come back and read that book, but we need to tell the librarians that one of their books has had pages ripped out.
no, we don't, because I've got it hidden. I am stealing the book.
But then we don't know what's happened to the pages.
We need to know who checked it out last. I appreciate the thought, Julian, but I think the book needs to stay.
Julyan's kind of like, the big monster! But then hands the book to Umbraa.
Thank you.
As you step out of this glowing, shimmering field that was placed around you, I would say noise comes to your ears, but the familiar
It's a
quiet of the library comes to your ears. It's the sound of pages being turned and chairs being picked back up. And the one drow is waiting.
Oh yeah, that guy's shackled. He's shackled behind his back, and then just
Okay.
over a direwolf,
Okay.
unconscious.
The drow looks and goes, "If you are leaving, may I ask you place the books that you took out at the end of the desk?"
Yes, of course. I will let
I'd
you
like to-
know.
I'd like to come back and read mine at some
Am I
point.
still hidden?
You're on top of the direwolf hidden, yes.
Just, I know this is
Um,
before the fight. Did I get to read any of my book before
No,
suddenly a man appeared?
no, you did not.
Can I?
Okay.
Suddenly
I
a
want to
man-
read this book.
I'm just wondering how much trouble will I get in if I fail trying to steal the other book?
I
So
think
much
they'll-
trouble.
I think they'll kill you.
Yeah, I'm gonna not.
Yeah,
I'm not gonna. risk it.
I will say, I was reading a particular chapter in this one, but unfortunately someone has torn pages, and I'll open it to where it is. How many pages are missing, by the way? Can I see from like the bits of paper that are left?
Jaggedy.
roughly how many
Roll
pages?
a investigation check.
Ooh, that is good. This is my new favourite dice. That's 21.
You get the impression 2, maybe 3.
Okay. I'll say, like, I think maybe 2 or 3 pages have been taken from this one. Do you know what was in its place? It's very important we find out as much as we can.
They take the book. And they look. And as if by magic, the pages come back to the tome. And they go,
I'm assuming it's literally magic.
they were like, literacy, oh god.
No, I
And
didn't say that. But
the book is as it was new. But, which one of you took the pages?
Well,
I mean,
none of
you-
us took the pages. They
just
were
said-
missing when I
she
opened the
just
book.
said,
Whoever
Yeah.
had this before us.
And you see the eyes of the drow roll back and go white, and they look forward, and they go, my apologies. The person who last read this book looked extremely like you.
You sort of hear
Well,
Julian gasp.
looking at who?
Umbraa.
Yeah.
You hear Julian gasp on.
Betrayal from every quarter.
Oh, jeez.
It's
When
your
was
dead
he
brother.
here?
The eyes roll back again. The book was last taken from its shelf 6 months ago.
6 months. What were you
Which-
doing, you
which-
stupid tiger?
Which you'd work out that would have been quite early on in his mission.
Six months ago. So the missing pages are with my brother's dead body in the point.
Well, no, the pages are back in the book.
Is there
Well.
anything on them? Because if it was like a mending thing.
No, the pages
Then-
the pages are written as they were.
Okay, so can I spend
not-
some time if you guys need? I'll just say if you need to go,
I
please
still want to
feel
read
free.
this book.
I will find you, but I need to see what these pages say.
Well, Julyan and Noella could take the guy
To Dem,
for
which Dem would have
interrogation.
told us. Dem would have told us that he was.
Because I still want to read this book that I haven't had a chance to read.
Dem, where were you going?
The plan was I was going to say, so first I was going to get guards to explain the fight, but Sentinel handled that. And I was going to say to the guys, while you were at the library, I was going to ask around about where this other Warforged, who I forget the name.
I don't think we ever really knew, other than
Shadow Man.
Shad,
Dad!
Shadow
I was
Man.
going
Yeah.
to ask Shad,
the
like,
bad mother.
around about where Shad
Shut your
lived,
mouth.
places he used to like going to. And I was going to do an investigation of them and just look for, because my character's had a life of looking for cults and stuff, and just look around his living space, look around his usual haunts, and just look for things that are signs of cult activities, like places you might
Okay.
hide objects or.
Well, what we'll do is we will freeze from where you were in the library, And we will focus in on you, Redemption.
My brother.
Yeah, just a little quick thing. I know it wasn't.
As you're talking to the guards, they say, well, we'd never suspected that Shad was this type of character. I mean, honestly, mate, you should have seen him. He was harmless.
Yeah, a lot of cult people are very good at hiding true intentions.
I can't believe I bet his house was full of weird stuff.
May I ask where his house is?
Yeah, of course. It's this side of the river, just on the edge before you get to the bridge. You can't really miss it. It's an old sort of pillar box looking place. Little 2-story number. Like I say, you can't miss it. It's got a military flag flying out the front.
Would your head of guard be okay with me accessing the house?
I mean, currently he's too busy sorting out the rabble that happened because of the fight, so please be our guest.
Thank you very much. I shall do that.
Okay, so you make your way through the streets, and you indeed find this small, pillared 2-story property with the flag of the army flying proudly out the front.
Okay. So I'll head up to the front door. Is it possible for you to open it?
The door is actually locked.
Okay. May I? Do I? Now, this is the thing. I don't think I'm trained in them. I don't think I've actually got any. Haven't. Darn. I'm trained in thieves' tools. But I
haven't got any thieves' tools.
All my misty sleps.
Roll a perception check.
Perception sheet.
There is a large plant to the right-hand side of the door.
That's 17 plus 6, so that's 23.
Yeah. You see two small windows either side of the front door, curtains drawn so you can see into the rooms. As you sort of looking at one, you see the one isn't quite on the latch properly.
So Deb looks at it with a smirk and attempts to climb his way quietly into the property.
Yeah, please make an acrobatics check for me.
How much health has Demp got at the moment?
34 out of 49. 14.
Yeah, that's enough. You sort of step yourself up and force your way through, and landing's a little bit sloppy, but you manage to land into what looks like a normal sort of sitting room.
You just have this like mound of person with a tail in the air.
There's a warforged stood in the corner.
Yeah.
Because it's his house.
I am disappointed.
Shoot you with an arm cannon.
We'll never see Demp again.
But no, and I was just looking around the house for signs of like where you like false floorboards.
Roll an investigation check for me, please, Demp.
Okie dokie. In fact,
General cult hiding places.
I forgot what the term is, and I think it's this game where you take longer and then get a 20.
No.
I don't think it's this
No,
one.
it's not this game.
That's White Wolf, I think. Not White Wolf. What's it called?
Starfinder does it. That's what I'm mixing up with, I think. That is a 20 anyway. Dirty 20, but
Brilliant.
Nice.
14
So-
plus 6.
You walk around the sort of sitting room and a couple of like, papers lying around, like literal newspapers, and a couple of history books and stuff open. You walk into what would be the kitchen, but being a warforged, he doesn't sort of eat or drink. But strangely enough, there is a fridge, like a refrigeration box in the corner of the room.
Full of corpses.
It's body parts.
I'm going to
Chock full of corpses.
and slightly worried open the fridge.
As you open the door, pantry, that's the word I was looking for. It's a pantry.
It animates and kills you.
You open it, and
It's a mimic.
there is a set of stairs going downstairs.
Nice.
So he had them left, and in much the same voice just goes, "Nice," and just downstairs. And
Called headquarters.
and I can't carry has dark vision, so I don't need like a torch.
Well,
so he's around the.
luckily enough, as you walk down, you walk into sort of like this basement area where there is. Oh, it's a nasty cough you've got there, Voodoo. Where there are torches and like sconces built into the wall, and as you walk in, there is a huge spell circle in the middle of the room. Across the wall there is writing such as freedom from the Halflands. Other words like the ocean giveth, the ocean taken away. All sorts of different things. Those are the only ones that I think you can read. There's other sorts of what languages can you read?
I can read Abyssal, Common, Deep Speech, and Infernal.
Yeah, there's nothing else there that you can read. But there's like it looks like it's written in blood on the walls. And then in the middle of the spell circle there is a plinth, and there is a space on top with a velvet cushion, but nothing is sat in the plinth. Nothing is sat on top of the cushion, sorry.
Okay, so it looked like he was... Maybe it was either a summoning circle or he was holding and then taking it with him. So I'll just look around the room for any like documents or important evidence, and then I'll head up to tell the guards and the others.
Roll another investigation check for me.
I like this dice. That's 19.
19.
Nice.
As you're
I know they
foraging,
were that good. I'd have kept them.
as you're sort of foraging round, you see like a table with candles on, which has a trinket box in the middle, and as you open it up, there is a familiar green crystal sat inside.
Are
Loads
these
of these.
the ones that were that people would grab and then disappear?
You believe so, yes.
Okay, have I got anything in my bag to hold?
I mean, it's in a box.
It's in a box, isn't it?
Yeah, it's in a box, just sat on top of a table.
Yeah, he's about to take off his cloak to use, and he thinks, it's in a box. So he closes
It's a gem in a box.
Demp will just go yoink and then
Oh.
carry it out to him.
As you carry it through the circle, the box
Oh.
starts to shake,
Oh no!
and the circle starts to light up.
Don't put it on the. We don't know where all the Palantir are.
This ethereal voice of Sentinel in your head.
Demp's going to just quickly put the box on the ground and roll out of the circle. So just in one movement, put it on the ground and roll out the circle.
You roll out of the circle, and you can see where the box is sat around it in about like a sort of a foot square. The glyphs on the floor are glowing.
I don't like this.
Can I make any... Is there anything I can tell about the glyphs? Do they indicate
Make a investigation check.
Ooh, that's good. That's a 12.
I mean, this crystal makes these glyphs do something well funky. And when you're looking round the area, there's like a sort of 7-pointed star, and at each tip there is a circle. And they all sort of, like I say, in the middle of this 7-pointed star is the plinth. And you're sort of just on the outside now.
Oh.
The crystal itself is a little bit bigger than the ones that you found as well.
So it's just some sort of... Maybe this crystal's part of the thing. Does the It does the box. You said the box is shaking. Does it look like it's being damaged or on fire or anything?
No, it's just sort of shaking, just slowly like vibrating like a little hum.
Good. I think I might just maybe with my short sword, I'll try and sort of hook the box out off of the glyphs and over to me.
Roll a sleight of hand check.
Is this behind the fridge door?
Yeah.
Yeah, that would be a 6.
As you try and pull it with your sword, you flick the lid of the box, and the crystal is pulsating with energy, and you hear who calls? Who calls?
Oh no! It's Umblee's private line. Run!
Found the red phone.
Hi, wrong number.
Escape!
I'll just try and keep silent and try and bring the box over so I can shut the lid.
Okay, roll another sleight of hand check for me.
Please roll better than you did last time.
That's an 18.
That is better
Oh,
than
that's
last
better.
time. You pull the box out of the circle, and as it comes across the circle, everything goes dark.
You know when you get an itch and it's too far that way and too far that way?
Oh, it's the worst.
You need like a ruler, and just
Yeah.
And I'll shut the lid, bring it in close. Is there anything else down here that looks of interest, like books or anything?
What was your investigation check again?
It was to look around here. I think it was a 19.
A 19. You do indeed find a stack of papers which look like minutes from a meeting. You can see that someone was like taking notes of something that was going on. Just at a quick skim read, you can say Umblee's future is upon us. This is the beginning. Foolish human, the foolish people don't know what's coming to them.
Sus, very sus.
I appreciate that it's useful for the story, but who takes minutes of a cult meeting?
It's to document their rise. It's to document their rise to power once everything's said and done.
Yeah, true.
If someone hasn't been able to be part of the meeting, they need to know.
A very well-run cult.
Yeah, do you not get the monthly cult newsletter, Jan? Come on.
I mean, it's proof that Shad didn't come back here because he would have grabbed all of this crap while he was on his way out.
Yeah, the daily tale, which comes out once a day, updating everyone on.
This is what's going to happen. Of course, the character's going to grab all this, go right, and out to leave before and just turn around into the chest of a.
You know, ideas.
So I'll grab the minutes and anything else, like books, anything that looks potentially useful, and then just head up to tell the guards and the group.
Okie dokie. As you run up, and as you hop back out of the window, as you're walking to the end of the driveway, from inside the house, you start hearing a clattering and a banging.
Now.
Can I use?
No, run!
Can I use for the first time
Is it expeditious retreat?
My legacy of this ability, disguise self.
You can indeed. What would you like to disguise yourself as?
I'm going to disguise myself as just like some young human gentleman, like human peasant man walking in town.
With like a crate of apples or something.
Yeah.
My cabbages!
As you put the spell on you, and you take a look back at the house as you hear this banging and clattering, you hear the voice of the Warforged man scream, "Where is it?"
The innocent peasant man picks up speed rather significantly as he makes his way to the library.
This is no word. This is no word of a lie.
Uh-oh.
You were on a timer, whether or not he was gonna be back there. You beat the timer by 7 seconds.
Oh,
Literally as well. That is a countdown to you just being completely dead.
Yeah. Like that would be a very one-way fight and very brief.
oh.
You beat the timer by
word.
7 seconds. You had enough time to hop out of the window, get to the end of the garden, and like sort of back onto the streets before he was back in the house looking for his things. And then as you hear the goings on inside, you hear a and the house is quiet.
He's bounced back out. I'm not there.
Ah.
Never mind.
Suck it, Warforged.
Around the corner.
Redemption, so you are aware, your nearest bathroom is in the pub Flintlock.
Who's the shadow man now, sucker?
Devin's going to be going along, and he's going to think, right, go to the library, go to the library, and then he's going to stop for a moment, and then attack. And then just fight the urge and carry on towards the library. Then he to himself, save water first, then drink.
Yeah, I'll later.
Well, first, then alcohol.
So, Redemption, as you get to the steps of the library, you see this direwolf walking out with Julyan in tow, riding the direwolf, and an unconscious cloaked man sat abreast, manacled, not moving.
It's just... So you're just going to look at this site, just go, fun time in the library then. Are any guards?
I'm still inside.
Yeah, they're still inside.
I am also.
Julian's going to kind of just gently part the ears, so I'm looking over the head, and just go, and they say libraries are boring.
Are any of the guards nearby?
Sorry?
Are any of the guards nearby?
Yeah, there are 2 guards just sort of stationed about, who are now like holding on to their sort of halberds because there is a direwolf walking out of the library.
That definitely did not walk into the
Yeah.
library.
And they're like, all you can hear is like as their armor is shaking, as they're like, oh.
DM,
Yes.
is the guard that was in the town hall there?
Do you know what? Yes.
Julian's gonna look at him and go, told ya.
And he's sort of just going to look at you up on the direwolf and just go, yeah, you did, yeah. As this direwolf just...
Julian sat on the direwolf, just patting the head. Maybe get a little head scratch.
I'll let the guard know, please warn the superiors, authorities. I, with permission, accessed the house of Shad and found a false door behind a pantry with a ritual room and some sort of item He's definitely part of this cult.
And maybe go in there with an army.
Yeah.
Oh,
I narrowly missed him. I think he's teleported out, but he was in there after I left.
7 seconds.
7 seconds.
Nice.
We were gonna play a game of cat and
You
mouse.
were 7 seconds. You were 7 seconds away from death.
We were gonna play a game of cat and mouse where he was gonna be like, "I smell you."
Oh, it'd have been like Mr. X in Resident Evil 2.
Yes.
You'd have been casting that scroll and just hoping you know an address to write down.
Yeah.
It's like, what address would you like? Anywhere.
Yeah, just anywhere. Not here.
Oh, look at him.
Oh.
You grating cheese on him?
No, I'm not grating cheese on him. Excuse me, this is my child.
So I will ask Julyan, do you know where Sen and Umbraa are? Okay.
Looks over her shoulder at the library.
I found something in Shad's house, which I've managed to retrieve. It's a crystal
Shad's
similar-
house.
similar to previous
in the
ones.
middle of Shad Street.
I just missed him. He was there. I think he's left again.
Do you think he might come back?
I don't know. If he is, he's capable of teleporting in and out, which is mildly frightening. But there's some sort of ritual chamber under there with 7 points, so I don't know if it's... I mean,
But can he teleport to anywhere, or does he have to have somewhere like one of those circle things?
could be one of those circle things. Perhaps maybe a teleport circle somewhere in the house. I only looked really... I have to go to the kitchen, have to where the secret... So, we'll have to go back there and investigate. I do know that there was some sort of chamber with 7 points there, so whether that's the 7 skulls or something else, and there was a crystal there that did react when it was coming out the circle, and I heard a voice, which did sound like a woman, so possibly.
Better, you better give it to Umbraa and Sen.
Yeah.
As we break from there, as you're talking outside, inside the library, where all the cool kids are hanging out, Umbraa, you are reading the missing pages, yes?
That is correct.
So, inside this book, The Missing Pages, it tells about this giant serpent and how Umbraa used it to consume worlds. It was rumoured that this creature was destroyed by Tempest in the war. And also...
That's my dude.
Mm-hmm. And the Stormlord... I can't remember what the Stormlord's called again. I wrote it down and everything.
Cord.
No, not Cord. Cord's...
Talos.
Talos. Talos.
Yeah.
Talos then sealed this creature away into
What was the first one?
Tempest into another plane of existence. Hang on a minute. Let me just get the right one up, so I'm not giving you false information.
Annie's being savaged.
What are you being savage? Oh, is Jake eating your face?
No, he's eating the wires.
Ah, okay.
It's not what you want.
Tasty.
Stop savaging the wires.
Yes, and it was sealed back into the Sea of Worlds, the plane of water from whence it came.
By
Talos.
By Talos.
Talos.
So it was destroyed by Tempest, and then Talos sealed him in another plane.
Mm-hmm. With the help of the 7 sorcerers of Amar.
Okay, so we knew that bit.
Mm-hmm. It states that the sorcerers gave their physical bodies, and all of their magical energy was converted into chains which shackled the beast together, which then gave Talos the ability to because he couldn't lock it away for good and he couldn't destroy it, he sent it away into the water plane.
So the shackles.
Oblivion.
So the shackles diminished his power, and that gave Talos enough time to steal him away in the plane of water.
Yes. Tempest defeated him in battle. Then, while he was defeated and downed before he could recover his strength, the mages of Amar completed the ritual to shackle him permanently.
And then he was sealed in the plane of water.
Yes.
Cool.
Cool beans. Why would he... Umbra's going to sit there after reading it and kind of like, why would he take this? I'm going to look at the scroll again. I know it's blank, but I'm going to get the scroll that I was given of his, and kind of look at the page and look at the thing. And Sen's going to be very uncharacteristically of Umbraa. I'm just going to smack the table in frustration.
As you smack the table, you knock over an inkwell, which lands onto the parchment, and it sort of soaks into the paper.
Sneaky snicks.
And then a message appears. Now, brother. Don't lose that temper of yours. Keep looking.
Your brother is Voldemort.
Ah! Where's the basilisk fang? Quick! I'm just gonna look at if there's any librarians looking at me, which I'm assuming they would, because I just smack the table and just go, sorry.
And spilled a load of ink everywhere.
I'll clean it.
They look and go.
Although I think most of it was absorbed by the parchment.
They look around and go, no need. And the ink's gone.
Thank you, that saved me rags.
Ah! Cat! Oh, under the desk.
Sneaky ninja cat.
Oh!
Sneak attack!
Where are
You
you?
have been snuck attack.
Oh my god. All 8 claws on his both front paws. Ouch.
Got the zoomies tonight.
Oh man, he's backwards and forwards like a madman.
So I'll collect up all of my notes into my research book. And I will see if Sen needs any help with anything in his book.
Okay, so Sentinel,
I'm assuming we're reading them at the same time.
You have the history of the war, don't you?
The war that shaped the world.
The war that shaped the world. Right. So, as you flick through the pages of this well-read tome, you read about how Umbraa rose and decided to claim the land of Somber for her own. It mentions that she used a great titan to devour the lands.
Was it a giant serpent, by any chance?
It just mentions a maelstrom.
Okay.
That moved like it was living.
A living maelstrom, as you would.
If you will.
Until Tempest came down and cleaved the beast in twain.
I cleaved you, beast.
But as Tempest brought down his sword, not only did it land on the head of the creature, it also cut the land in two.
Yeah.
As the land was then drifting further and further apart, Talos himself brought the land back together, and made the foundations of the first bridge.
Emergency staple.
Is there?
Dish.
Quick, people,
Is there
finish the job.
I'm gonna try and get through, like, skim through the book as quick as good as I can,
Okay.
without like sitting there and reading the whole thing for a day.
Okay.
Just trying to find any mention of the Order of the Curse, whether that's something that came later over there, that was something that was around in the time of the war.
There is no mention of the Order of the Curse.
The buggers they're like neo-Nazis. So, and is there any mention of the mages again in this one?
It mentions that the mages of Umbraa help construct magical entities known as the Warforged.
Yes.
To help fight the living organic creatures of the world and drive back Umberlee's forces. It also mentions that their sacrifice was also their destruction.
Okie doke.
They're
And
like
there's
your
no
pets.
pages missing from this one.
There are no pages missing from that one, no.
Okay.
At this point, as Sen's looking through the book, Umbraa just goes, "Bang!"
What's your passive perception,
Does it-
Sen?
Not brilliant. 15. Is there any mention in the book about defectors to the enemy?
It mentions briefly that some people believe that the world was better in 2. Others believe that Umberlee was trying to bring them to a paradise.
Okay. But yeah, passive perception is 15.
Mine is also 15.
You notice as Umbraa bangs the table and the ink falls down, the writing that dances across the page.
Okay.
You don't know what it says, but you notice that there is writing that appears on the page.
Okie doke. I'll just close this book. I'll just say I don't think there's anything in here that we didn't already know. How about you?
I found out a little bit more. The Titan, I believe, is some sort of serpent.
Was the sorry DM question?
Hello.
I'm assuming that it was sealed before I was made.
Yes. This was in the beginning.
Yeah.
Was
Does
there a
it-
mention of
yeah.
a name
No.
of this Titan?
No.
No. Just Sea Serpent.
Yeah. This was like literally the first sort of big thing. The war raged on after the worlds were split for a while. Until eventually peace came.
Because we beat them all.
So I'll say to Sen, somehow my brother is involved in all of this. I think at some point it may be worth going to the point and seeing how deeply he was involved. I still do not know which side he was involved with.
But that's what I was going to say. I was going to say involved in where?
I do not know. I'm hoping on the right side.
So, as you finish reading and you put your books to the end, as requested by the keepers, You
Under
make
pain
your
of
way-
death.
You make your way out, and you see Redemption stood there, looking slightly clammy.
Oh, hello.
Yeah, I didn't actually.
Oh, is he still disguised? Did we just see like a peasant man?
Okay.
I didn't actually mention dropping the disguise. I assume I did, because otherwise the guards be going, "Who are you?"
Yeah.
But so I assume he dropped it. But yeah,
Oh,
no.
okay.
So you see a rather clammy-looking Redemption, sort of a little bit paler red than he normally is.
He's gone pink in
Yeah,
areas.
yeah, he's almost a little pink.
Demp, are you unwell?
Oh, second. I narrowly avoided getting my head caved in by Shad again.
Oh, we narrowly avoided getting our head caved in by shark people. So we're all doing well today.
It's been a very stabby day, hasn't it?
It's been rather stabby. Yes.
When you say that you've met Shad again, Sentinel just go, where?
His house. The guards gave me blessing to it, have a look at it, and I found a ritual chamber hidden in the basement. And I found some stuff, and on my way out with some items I found, which I came to bring to you, I heard him tearing the place up to find something, and I think it's what I'm carrying. So now I think about it, if he's got a location spell, we are in trouble.
No,
Then we had better figure out what it is then.
Yeah.
Julian,
We need
are
some
Julian
answers.
and Noella still there?
Yep.
Julian's gonna sort of kneel down to the ear and go, "Can you do that detect magic thingy?"
Thoughts.
I can't, can I, while I'm in direwolf mode?
No. You'd have to
Is
go
it worth us
somewhere.
finding-
You'd have to go
Is it
somewhere
worth
to put your hand
finding
down.
somewhere?
Mm.
Yeah, so
Monday.
I'm just gonna shake my head.
Okay. Julian just pats her between the ears.
I'll get out the meeting notes I found and the box and say I found these in the basement and give him the offer sent for the meeting. And then I'll say I also found this, and I'll grab the box and just carefully open the lid. If I hear it start doing anything, I'll shut it.
But as you get it, if you've already said that it's like something crystally, if you as you start opening it, I'll just put a hand on top and close it and just go, not here.
He's like, good.
Maybe we should go back. Maybe we should go back to the museum. We may not be disturbed there, and we can see what that gentleman knows. Kind of gesture.
Or a neutral third place that Shad isn't going to possibly go back to.
Something.
Not the hospital. I can't risk him turning up where the orphans are.
Is there just like a tavern somewhere nearby that's got rooms to rent?
Can't we just go to the tavern? I can't remember what it's called that we've got the key to.
The Lucky Griffin. I don't know
Yeah.
how much thing is gonna like appreciate us just keep bringing in bodies.
This one's alive.
This one's alive.
It's just an unconscious person.
Something I am worried about. Deb's gonna try and remember when we were fighting Shad. Was he casting magic?
Mm-hmm.
A bunch of
Yeah.
magic.
He knows if he was. Could we tell whether he was a warlock or a wizard or?
I mean, Talbs has said, but I don't think we know.
No, you wouldn't. know.
Okay. My concern is if he knows if he knows how to locate books, and we're carrying an object important. To him.
We've still got a bag of holding that thing he gave us from the Lucky Griffin.
Would I know whether or not that would prevent a spell?
Because it's an extra dimensional space, so you're not finding something on the same plane, which is
So it
locate
would be
object.
undetectable.
Then I'll say to Deb, you might want to put this in there.
What's the guy's name? The Lucky Griffin guy. I can't
Quincy.
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 He just wanted it back at some point, so the next time we go in.
He might want it back.
Well, no, he said he wants it back.
Yeah. It Might be
But we
worth
can use it for now as just
might be worth having a quick look around town whether we can buy one.
a bag of holding.
Yeah, they're
There's a magic shop.
15k.
Yeah, let's do it. Let's see if we.
I don't think they're that much. It's an uncommon magic.
I would like to remind you before that you decide to go bag shopping. You have an unconscious cult leader currently riding on the.
This is just that's the
Right, okay.
That's the swapping the things from a bag that we've borrowed to a bag that we own.
Right, okay.
Just at some point, yeah.
Yeah.
I'm just conscious that you didn't walk into the equivalent
Okay.
of Argus with a massive wolf and an unconscious man.
Yeah,
Well-
just walking around, we'll just hit him now and again.
Well,
Oh,
we need to get to somewhere fairly quickly because we're not going to have a wolf forever. It's only a number of hours.
Should we give him to the guards
No,
and then
um,
keep an eye on him?
No, I think we need to speak to him first. Julyan, do you know anywhere that we could take him? Somewhere secluded that people won't bother us?
Well, there's the cannonball. I mean, people, if you go in there looking suspicious, people tend to look away.
No,
Sounds like a plan.
it's the flintlock. You mean the cannonball's the posh one?
Oh, sorry. There's the flintlock. If you go in there looking suspicious, people will just look the other way.
Do they have a room that we could rent?
Well,
Julyan would know
there's
that-
the conference room.
that yes, there is a conference room, which is code for underground fighting pit.
Then let's go there.
And Julyan points in the rough direction of the flintlock.
So you sort of
I'll- How
Rough is in
welcome?
general direction.
How
or rough is in-
welcome?
Yeah, it's rough.
I'll sort of point to myself and my insignia and just go, how welcome am I going to be in your like
Flintlock.
underground fighting illegal pit pub?
Alex,
yes.
how welcome will he be in the underground fighting pit?
I mean, you've seen Warforged in there before.
I
Just
mean,
saying.
more that like we're strutting around like the police at the moment, aren't we?
Julyan
A
is
bit.
very much a hero among the more impoverished. This is one of the more impoverished taverns, which
Hmm.
Julyan has had many a good night in, has spent many a coin, and has done many a favour for the barman.
So we've got an inn. They're not going to
Okay,
go. Well, we've
excellent.
seen you chatting to the guards.
Yeah.
Sling your rook. Okay.
Just say you're with me.
So, as you walk across town, you go through a couple of streets. People are visibly horrified at the fact that there is a halfling riding a direwolf walking through the streets of Bastion. Like, there are audible gasps. And the closer you get to the sort of more impoverished areas, the gasps turn into and
Yay!
laughs and cheers as the
She's
definite
not
sort
it
of...
again.
Yeah,
Your queen has returned,
Yeah.
fools!
as
Just a cultural history check. What's the legal drinking age in Bastion? Because Julian's only a teenager.
14.
Oh, okay, we're good. Carry on. It's just you're saying like I've been in the pub many a times. I'm like, not legally, I haven't.
Is she over 18, Julyan?
She is 18.
Oh, there you go. She's fine.
Yeah.
Yeah. Julian's been drinking in there since she was about 14.
No, but like, but like, it's just the same as like in England where like, oh no, you can't. They can't be drinking. They're not 18. It's like, yeah, but
My auntie celebrated her 18th birthday at the pub that she'd been going to for the past 2.5 years.
I did the same thing. I went into a club that I'd been going to for literally like 3 years with a T-shirt saying I'm legally allowed to be here because my 18th birthday fell on a Thursday, which
Love
was
it.
the student night.
My mum did the same thing. She went to a local pub. Went, oh, it's my birthday. Oh, happy birthday. Aren't you going to ask me how old I am? Go on then, how old are you? 18. Midway pouring through the pint, the bloke went, you've been coming in here for like 3 weeks. For like 3 years. Yep. Claymore
I do-
Nation, how are you doing, buddy?
Hey ho.
Things are good?
I did
So yeah,
know one
14, Juliet, 14, Julyan.
Mm-hmm.
where they asked the bar where they had been coming for years and had been on the darts team, blah, I can have my 18th birthday party here. And the bar went, yes. Oh, by the way, you're barred until your 18th birthday party.
So yeah, but this is like the slums of the town. They don't really care too much if they sell the odd whiskey to an underage. As long as
Has this guy woke up yet, by the way?
he's sort of roused a bit, and then I imagine you've just leant up and punched him.
No. I'll let him lie there. I'll just put a hand
for
on his
point
back.
of clarification, they're
Manacle
behind his back,
Okay.
Yeah.
so he can't do any move. He can't move his hands off purposefully tied in that way.
Okay.
After
Pretty
dealing with,
helpless.
and I have also gagged him so he cannot
Brilliant.
do any verbal components for spells either.
So, as you walk across the bridge that separates the rich side and the poor side, you see the Flintlock Tavern, and there's a guy passed out drunk outside on the step, just bottle of whiskey in his hand.
That's not bad. 1 o'clock in the afternoon.
There's people singing, and the winds were ringing out for Christmas Day, which is odd because it's the middle of summer.
No Christmas.
And
Christmas
like
doesn't exist.
you like these guys are having a good old time, and they go, "Hey, Julian's riding a wolf. That's a big wolf." And
Julian's gonna stand up on the direwolf's back and go, "Hello."
they all just go, "Ray!" Imagine the most raucous football team has just seen their team score the winning goal. Like, this is the best thing that these drunk guys have seen. And you see this sort of, this dwarven figure coming out going, "The bloody hell's going on out here? Ah, bloody hell, Julyan, what you got yourself into now? There's a man unconscious on that wolf." And you know this familiar dwarf as Vith, the tavern keeper.
Hang on.
This place is called the Flintlock.
The Flintlock.
Is that Viv?
Vith.
V-I-V?
V-I-T-H. Vith.
Viv.
Barkeep at the Flintlock Tavern.
Okay. So Julian's gonna jump down from the direwolf, and she's gonna sort of run up to Vith and sort of go like dwarvish. Vith, how have you been?
Well, bloody good now I'm seeing you, lassie. I suppose you're gonna want to take him somewhere quiet. Alright, I'll get you the key. And he walks back into the pub. And the guys that are fighting, like there's two guys start having a scrap outside, and he just goes, "Hey! No!" And they go, "Okay." And
That's for inside,
yeah.
where the betting is.
Yeah. And he comes back out with like a sort of old ornamental steel key. And he goes, "Bring her round back." And then like you walk round to the back of the tavern where there's like a hurricane shelter style doors. And there's the padlock on. You open the padlock and open the doors, and it descends into the cellar. Because as you're walking down the steps, there's another door at the bottom. And I mean, it carries on round to where the casks of ale are, but there is another door at the bottom with a similar sort of padlock. So you try the key again, and you open it out into this proper dingy, stone-clad floored room with just like a 10-foot pit dug out into the middle. It's like a complete sandy bottom, with like clumps of dried blood in the sand and stuff. Like it's gone sort of brown on the corner. Like it's a pretty gory looking sight, and there's weapon racks down there and stuff. And he comes down and was like, "Oh, sorry, I haven't had a chance to clean it. We had a busy night last night."
It's
Is
fine.
it wrong that I'm just thinking Zoltan every time Vith speaks?
No, not at all. And Vith starts like setting out tables that are around the pit, and you notice that there is like a viewing platform, and there are like bar tables all around. It's like, "We're hoping to have another good one tonight, so you've got a few hours. So, don't mind me, I'll just be tidying.
It occurs to me that you probably haven't got to detect thoughts for a few hours. So...
We'll just have to question him the old-fashioned way.
I can try interrogating him and then try it in the morning. So yeah,
Well,
I can.
Julian's gonna turn to Vith and say, "You still got that old chair for when people have had one too many?"
I know just the chair. And he disappears around the back and comes back with this chair which has got like holes cut out of the bottom and like round the sides and stuff, and he takes it into the middle of the fighting pit, puts it in the middle, and then walks to the opposite wall where there's chains, and he pulls the chains, and you notice this guy he might be portly, but he is jacked as shit. He is the swole dwarf, and he pulls this chain out and goes, "Sit your man down there." So you take him up.
I'll drag him onto the floor first, and I'll go through his pockets before we sit him down.
Okay, so roll an investigation check, please.
And I'll help him with that.
Okie doke.
Also, Claymore Nation, I apologise if I'm butchering the Scottish accent. It's just a thing for all dwarves. All dwarves are Scottish. I'm sorry.
It
It went a bit
perfectly.
Welsh at one point.
Yeah, it did go a little bit. Investigation.
Yeah.
26.
You pull out another scroll that you recognise is similar to the one that you saw last time. A component pouch.
Is it a teleportation scroll?
It is indeed.
Is it teleportation or teleportation circle?
Teleportation circle, sorry. And you notice that he has 2 black-bladed daggers.
Black
Don't want him.
daggers.
Don't want him keeping those. Oh, is that what he stabbed me with?
Mm-hmm.
Scumbag.
So I'll just put all that stuff, like, is there like a table to the side?
Yeah, there's a table down there.
When I see Sen pick them up, I'll just say, be careful when you touch those. I think they may be poison.
And then I'll take the guy's cloak off as well, and I'll put that on the table.
As you take his cloak off, he's like, "You bastard! I'll kill you!"
You won't. And then I'll just put him in the chair.
As you put him in the chair, Vith pulls these chains and wraps them round the breast of the guy, and then runs them back round a loop the other side and round his legs and stuff. So he's bound completely and utterly to the chamber walls, and he is stuck. And he's like, "Right, we normally put you people in these so they can sober up and not hurt themselves. But for now, we're going to have some fun with you."
Julian stood behind him just going,
"Julyan, do you mind if I take charge on this one?"
"Sentinel, do we mind if Vith takes charge on this one?"
He seems uncooperative, so it wouldn't hurt to soften him up a bit first. And then I'll just turn around and just walk off.
Lovely. So you see Vith walk up to sort of a rack of weapons. He goes, "Eeny, meeny, miny, oh, more!" And he pulls off this sort of spear, and he walks straight up, directly up to him, and goes, "This is going to hurt you a lot more than it's going to hurt me." And he cracks him in the face with the wooden part of the spear. And as the bloke sort of turns round, he spins the spear underneath, and he drives it straight into the thick, muscly part in the top of his leg. And he just, ah! And then Vith puts a hand over his mouth and goes, No, please keep your mouth shut. I've got paying customers upstairs." That's a good lad.
How bothered is everyone else? Because I know how Sentinel feels.
I was just thinking, Deb's probably little bit uncomfortable watching this.
Because this is in Sentinel's mind, this is an enemy combatant.
And then
Yeah.
like
This is
as
this is
and
this is war.
as like Vith's closing his mouth with this hand, he's got the spear in his leg, and he's going, now does it hurt when I do this? And he turns it one way, and he goes, how about if I do this? And turns it the other way, and you see this bloke, he's just like, he's hollering behind this guy's hand.
It might be a good cop demp situation.
Yeah, I must admit, much as I'm as Deb's a bit uncomfortable, this is also the group that tortured a small child to death. So
Yeah. And they're not my friend.
And he's like, now, my friend's got some questions for you. Would you like to answer them? And he sort of sits there, his pants, and he's like, fuck you. Like that. And he's like, oh, I was hoping you'd say that. And he walks back over to the weapons rack, and he's like, oh, lovely, I like these. And he pulls off, like, 2 butterfly knives. And he walks back over, and he's like, do you know what I'm going to do with these? I'm going to cut you. And he just puts one at the side of his face, and just slowly drags it across his face. Just gently. And the guy's just, and like, he's just got a gash. And he's like, that was with my weak hand. And he takes the other butterfly knife, and he just slash straight across the chest, all up the middle. And like, it's a deep, deep wound. And you see him sort of just, like, he screams in agony, and he drops the butterfly knives and holds his mouth shut and goes, what have I told you about being quiet? Shh.
I'll walk back over.
Julian's
and
gonna...
I'll cast Cure Wounds on him.
Yeah.
So he gets
Julian's gonna
12
put a hand on
health
his
back.
arm.
Oh. So you see the sort of,
And then I'll lean down. And bear in mind, Sentinel's face just doesn't move. It's just like a thing. The eyes.
Yeah.
Like, there's no expressions on it. It's it's one of the reasons thematically I imagine his charisma is so low.
Yeah.
Because there's
You
nothing.
can't read him.
There's nothing to convey.
Yeah.
That sort of stuff, and he's just gonna go. You can go to prison, or you can go to him again. Either way, you'll talk to me.
And he sort of looks up at you and goes, what do you want to know?
Who are you?
Your mother.
I don't have a mother.
His mother. Her mother. And the dwarf goes, all right, like that, is it? And he's wrapped another chain around his fist, and he just, boom, sucker punches him in his mouth. And, like, you see this guy just, wah! He's like, I think the robot man asked you something nicely.
Julian's gonna kind of stand in front of Vith and go, let's handle it for a second.
Right, okay.
Tidying up.
So, like, as this bloke sort of, like, spits out a tuff, and he's looking at you all dazed, he looks at you, Sen, and goes, if I tell you, they'll kill me. It's how it works.
Umbra's pacing backwards and forwards. Umbra's gonna walk across now. Sen's got no expressions, but Umbraa is pissed. He's gonna go right up to his face, claws out, and go, if you do not talk to us, we will kill you.
He sort of just goes, I haven't really got any incentive then, have I?
Yeah,
Because if you do talk to us, then maybe we'll let you live. They won't.
I think...
He looks over at you, Sentinel, and goes, you won't let me walk out of here, will you?
I haven't decided. I don't think you're going to talk to me. So, and I'll look over to Julyan and I say, is there somewhere we can keep him till the morning?
Vith goes, I've got a cupboard.
What? The cupboard you put Eddie in?
Aye, that cupboard.
Is this space, would that space be big enough for 2 people?
Oh, aye. It's a big old cupboard.
I'll be keeping an eye on him. I don't want him there on my side. After a while. We had someone before where we put him in the guard space and they got this.
Because I'd say we'd leave him in the chair, but you need the room for the night tonight. So.
Well, you might not necessarily need the chair for tonight.
I mean, there's places we can shackle him up.
Yeah.
He won't go nowhere.
You have
I think it may be better if Sen stays with him because Sen does not need sleep.
I think. Well, I need to rest, but yeah.
But you are still aware, yes?
Yeah. Me and Demple keep watch. If there's somewhere we can shackle him till the morning.
Right then, I'll go and prepare our guest's room.
Thank you.
Come along, and he sort of lifts the guy up in the chair and carries him out, and you all follow him out, and he takes you to the back of the room where the fighting pit is, and as you open it up, it is literally just a bare stone-faced room, like dark, like very little torchlight, and he plonks the chair in the middle, and he's like, grab his arms. So
I'll get one.
So as you grab his arms, he shackles one, shackles the other, and he gets like a crank, and he goes kick, and he's lifted by his arms. Up.
I'll say, we'll leave it a bit more comfortable than that.
Right, okay.
Sit him down.
Okay, and he sort of clacks it back, and his arms are still up in the air, but he's just barely sitting in the chair, so like there's still a lot of pressure on his shoulders.
Lower than that.
Oh, okay. Click. And he's sat in the chair still with his arms up.
So, because we need him to still be functional in the morning.
You need his mouth functional. Nothing said anything about his arms.
We may need to gag him.
Oh, I can do that. And he sort of like ties, he gets like this ball of knots in some rope and puts it in his mouth and like pulls it round him and ties it around the back of his head, and he's like, he won't say nothing.
Vith is a bit too enthusiastic with this.
He runs an illegal fighting pit in a tavern.
I know.
Of course he
Listen to him on a calm day.
Julyan would probably know that Vith is sort of like the underground kingpin.
Mm-hmm.
Like, you need something doing, you go to Vith.
So I'll pull up a chair and I'll just place it down, looking at him, and I'll just sit in it. And then
do you I'll say to Sen, do you want us all to stay?
It's up to you guys.
Vith looks around and he goes, I can fetch you all some wee camping beds.
Do you want to all stay together? And I'll kind of look round. Like, is everybody okay with staying in here for the evening?
It's going to be a fun night if there's a fight on.
Oh, aye. You can just open the door and have a watch. I won't charge you. You're one of Julian's friends.
Can I take part?
Aye, if you want a scrap, you can have a scrap.
Do I get money?
Aye, you get a cut of the bits.
Then I'm in.
Umbraa,
Right
you have
then.
21 hit points.
It's to the death.
No, we don't kill each other here. Just till you're unconscious.
Then I am in.
Excellent. And your name?
I am Umbraa.
Umbraa. You know what? You can fight our other newbie.
There we go.
What is their name?
Oh. I don't know. He doesn't really
then I
have.
shall find
He
out.
doesn't. He doesn't really have a name. He just comes in, punches fork, and then walks off.
Insight check.
Roll insight check.
He
I was
has
so
got a
hoping
name.
you would.
Check.
I was so hoping you'd do it. Yeah, Julyan, do not fret. I can sort out the hit point situation.
Okay.
Well, I'm assuming that we're going to have a short rest before.
Julian's a bit sensitive about friends in peril right now.
26.
He genuinely doesn't know what his name is. It's just some bloke that turns up. He has his scrap, and then he leaves.
Okay, so before the fight, then I will have a short rest.
Okay.
I think that's probably the order of business across the board.
Yeah, I'll have a short rest too.
I will have a short or long rest, and I will. The one thing I will do is thank Vith and give him maybe a
Raid!
Raid! Scrambled Meg, number 5, raiding with a party of 3. Thank you very much.
give him a gold coin as thank you for keeping it for the night. And
Welcome.
I'll also give him a gold coin and just say.
Hit dice.
Claymore
Okay.
Nation, cheers for those bits. Thank you very much.
2 hit dice. Oh, nice. Full
Well,
health in that one.
good evening. Welcome to the fantasy world that is our Dungeons and Dragons game. You're about to see a tiger fight a man.
I
Yeah, you
will
are.
Get the gold
Yo,
coin.
yo.
Yo.
Genius.
Okie dokie, he takes the gold coin and he goes, oh, thank you very much.
And then with another gold coin, I'll just say, and with this one, and just looking visibly tired, I'll just say to him, house ale, please. And then just sit down.
It's on the house. So,
It is no sale.
I'm
gonna roll.
What we'll
Oh,
do
man.
is, for brevity, it comes to the evening. Umbraa,
Good punch, dude. Yeah.
you are led out to raucous cheers. The room that you have just been in, that was full of all the tables and chairs, is full of people. Full of people. Standing room only. Vith is in the centre. Ladies and gentlemen, and everything else, tonight is a special one. We have for you, facing a new challenger.
Up here.
Hype.
We have the monk, Umbraa.
Yeah, Umbraa, you're so amazing.
And you hear, "Ray, woo, Umbraa. And as you can hear everybody cheering and stuff over the top of it,
There's a map.
you can hear people go, I got 20 gold on Umbraa, 20 gold on Umbraa. What are you saying? 20 gold on Umbraa, 20 gold on Umbraa.
Julian is there like a barrier like around the edge?
Yeah, there's a barrier around the edge, like a chained off barrier around the edge.
Julian is running on the barrier. She's pretty good at balance. She's running on the barrier, going, "Come on, Umbraa!"
And everyone's going, yeah, Umbraa, yeah.
Will I have had my 4-hour trance?
You will have had your 4-hour trance.
And then before Umbraa would have gone out, I'd have cast guidance on her then.
Okie dokie. That only lasts for
On
like,
him, sorry.
That only lasts for like 6 seconds.
A minute.
Oh, a minute. Okay. So, as it's all kicking off, yes, and now the challenger.
Who am I fighting?
Silent but deadly. Hailing from the mountains. We have the Goliath. And this Goliath walks down, like, doesn't even need to go down the ladder, just sort of takes a big step down
Crick, crack.
and stands opposite. And this Goliath is big. Real big. And he puts his arm in the air and goes, "Hurrah!" and the crowd just, "Hurrah!"
So ready.
Right.
You
So
got this, Umbraa.
roll for initiative.
Oh, before we start, I will have asked this before the fight started.
Okay.
Are there rules?
You're allowed to use any of the weapons around the pavilion. You are not allowed to kill the other person, but you must fight
Okay.
until the other person is unconscious.
But you are allowed weapons.
You are allowed weapons.
DM, can I
Okay.
roll initiative as well to help?
No, you may not.
Oh, okay.
You
I'm
will
not
be-
allowed to help.
If you try and help, you will be thrown out of the fighting pit.
I will not.
Or you'll, be,
20.
or you'll be thrown in it.
Yeah.
Or I'll be thrown in
What
it.
did you roll? A 20?
20.
20.
Dirty 20, not natural.
Right.
No problem. So, Umbraa,
gonna
you
try.
are up first. The crowd
Okay.
are screaming, Umbraa! 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 The
I
Goliath
checked
the
50.
Goliath in front of you just does not seem phased.
I am going to do a full run.
Yeah.
Kind of run, kick off. If there's
Yeah.
there's like a stone on the ground somewhere
Yeah.
that's kind of jutted up a little bit. Kind of kick off, up, and come down into a punch.
So as
It's a big old pit.
you sort of kick off, the speed that you take off with is ridiculous. And before you know it, you're up in the air, and the Goliath hasn't had a chance to move, and you come down with a punch and roll for an attack, please.
And that is a 19.
19 hits, roll for damage.
That is 9 points of damage.
As the punch comes down, the Goliath just goes, boof! And just looks back at you.
So I've come down into a skid. So
Yeah.
I've kind of gone past him to the left.
Yeah.
I'll turn around and uppercut into his kidneys.
Okie dokie, roll for an attack.
That
Grab
is
it,
a
bitch.
natural 20.
A natural 20, that is a natural 20. Ba 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 ba. That
I rolled a
does,
6 on my damage dice.
so that's 12
Ooh.
damage.
I am
Blood.
loving this moment right now. Okay, so that is a 15 points of damage.
So how much was that in 2 rounds? 2 attacks.
That was a 9 and a 15, so that's 23 points of damage.
23 points of damage, right. You hit him with the uppercut, and you see him sort of like, he doesn't want to react, but like, oh, that hurt him.
Then I will spend a key point to do flurry of blows.
Okie dokie, roll for your flurry of
That's
blows.
Two more attacks. That is 19.
That
and
hits.
no, hold on, so 25.
Yeah.
And an 18, so 24.
They both hit.
Oh, man, I am loving these dice right now.
These dice are going on a plinth.
Okay, 6, 7, so it's 9 for that one,
Mm-hmm.
and a 5 for that one, so that's 14 more
14.
points of damage.
So as you hit
And
him,
I'll
hit
spend another key point to do stunning strike.
Okay, what's he got to roll for a stunning strike?
13
Yeah,
Con.
no.
con.
He rolled an 18 without modifiers.
Yeah.
So
I thought so. It was worth a try.
as you've come back and bam bam and hit him more in the face,
I
he's
mean-
looking.
You can do that with every punch,
Yeah.
if you want.
I can.
If you've got the key points, you can just like you can make him roll 4 times if you want to spend the key points. But it's a Goliath.
Yeah, he's gonna have high con.
Yeah.
I'll give it one more with one of the other punches.
Okie dokie. That's a
Might get lucky and he rolls
That's a
low.
natural 15 again.
Nah,
So
never mind then. No, never mind. Worth a go.
So, as you look at him, he looks round at you and you see like a vein pulse on the side of his head. He just, and he grabs you into a headbutt. And that is a 19, 20, 21, 22, 20. That's a 24 to hit.
That hits.
And that is
Get
8
ready to-
points of damage as he cracks his head across you. And as you stagger back, he lifts his knee up and brings his knee up for another strike. That's another 18 again, so that's 18, 19, 20, 21, 22.
Yeah,
23
hits.
to hit. As he hits you with the knee.
Your armor class is only like 16, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's gonna hit every time.
That is another.
Maybe not.
That is another 7 points of damage, as he
7
hits you
points
with a
damage.
knee. And then, as he hits you with a knee on the floor next to him, he picks up a hammer, a war hammer, and he swings it round. And he's like, "Next
There is
time."
no Warhammer on the floor.
Oh, there is in my game.
I'm just teasing.
And he's
Go
like,
ahead.
"Next time, kitty cat, I'm breaking your skull." And he ends his go.
If you can get me.
Yeah, can I just... It occurred to me, when I said help, you might have thought I meant jump into the ring. I meant shout rogue help from the side. Is that not allowed either?
You can cheer her on, but it's
Yeah.
probably not going to do much in the way of
Oh, okay,
No,
good.
game.
But
Alright.
Jan's thingy ability means she can do the help action from 30 feet away.
Really?
Yes. So she can shout, like, encouraging, like, oh, hit him there, do it there, and that would give you advantage.
Yeah, because that's what I meant when I said help. But
Okay.
it occurred to me afterwards, you might have thought I meant jump in the ring.
But she'd have to be within 30 feet of me for it to work.
Currently.
I'm 25 feet away.
I mean, if you want to help her, then I'll allow it.
So
Yeah.
my initiative in that case is 18.
Okay, so you will go after Umbra's... Oh, no, you'd have gone after Umbraa.
Okay, well,
So-
don't worry about this. So,
No,
sorry.
you give
that's fine.
you
Umbraa
give
goes
him
first.
help.
Umbraa goes first.
Yeah.
You do give him help. And then, so you have advantage on this next attack than Umbraa.
Excellent. Okay, so I've just been head-butted and then kneed,
Mm-hmm.
correct?
Yep.
You are pissed kitty.
I'll go. I've had worse than this in the last 2 days, and I'll try and up under his chin. Like,
Roll for an attack.
Go under the chin.
that is a 17.
Just hits.
Oh, okay.
Sorry to interrupt quickly, just to say, all while this is happening, Deb's keeping his eye on
Yeah.
the chair.
Yep, that's fine.
Okay, that's 8 points of damage.
Boof! He takes it under his chin.
Second attack is a 9.
9. No, that misses. He takes it under the chin, and as you come through, he parries the next one.
Then I will spend a key point to do Step of the Wind,
Okay.
and I will use Step of the Wind to take the disengage action,
Okay.
and I will run 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Let me just remember how much I've got. Oh yeah, monk. 35, 40, 45.
So as he's parried you and pushed you out the way, he sort of shakes his head and looks, and now you're over the other side of the arena, and he's pissed.
Good.
So, right, Julyan, if you'd like to...
Julyan is gonna... All I'm gonna do this round is I'm gonna use my movement and my bonus action to get to the other side, to run around the arena.
Okie dokie.
So my movement is 25, and then I think my bonus doubles that.
Okie dokie. So
I'm
50
gonna
feet.
Go 50 feet, so 25 feet to here. I'm a rogue. I can jump over things. I've just drawn on the map.
Oh no! My wonderful
and
creation.
I know. All right, so I'm above the ladder now.
Right, okie
which
dokie.
means I am 20 feet away.
Okie dokie. So the Goliath takes off running after you. Oh, hang on. Let's get to the actual thing. So he gets 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. He realises he can't reach you, so he throws the Warhammer at you.
It's pretty ingenuitive.
20 to hit.
Give him props for that. Yeah, 20 hits.
Okay, and that is a...
Does he still have the same damage properties after being thrown?
7 points of bludgeoning damage.
Take that
Okay.
blumaging damage.
I'll take it.
As he throws it, you're like, "Ha! You can't get me!" conk, as it hits you square in the chest. You, ugh!
7 points of blummaging damage.
And then as he shut up, as he hits you, he goes, "Ray!" And the crowd are back up on the feet. Drinks are being thrown into the thing, and it's literally going crazy. And he's just stood there going, "Here, kitty, kitty."
Oh, Umbraa does not like being called a kitty cat. Okay.
The funny thing is, throughout all of this, Sentinel's still just sat in that chair, just staring at that guy.
So redemption.
No, Demp's in the room.
No, you just said you were watching the chair, didn't you?
He's keeping an eye on the guy.
Oh, he's got eye line.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay,
I
so
haven't gone out of the room.
I am not going to run up on him. Instead, I am going to do a Radiant Sunbolt.
Nice.
So you'll see, like, I'm assuming he's expecting me to run at him, and I'll just kind of focus my key, move my arms, and they'll start to glow with radiant light, and then just BAM!
Are you allowed to magic people in this fighting pit?
As long as you don't kill him.
You're in Bastion.
As long as I don't kill him. That is a 20 to hit.
20 hits.
Oh, hold on. Have I got advantage from Julyan?
No,
No.
she had to run over.
I had to run
Okay. Got you. Yeah, no, it's all right. It's yeah. So that's a 20 to hit. So that is 4 points. No, 7 points of damage.
So
I will say, just before you get too carried away with sunbolts, you can't like hold back a magic attack to only knock someone out. The same way you can't knock someone out with an arrow. It's only melee. So if you do too much damage shooting him with magic fireball,
he'll die.
Yeah.
you're gonna kill him and he'll die.
No, but as soon as he goes down, I can just run over and stabilize him. So it's not like I'm not killing him. I'm just going over and stabilizing.
I mean, that's like imagine being in an MMA fight.
And you stab someone,
literally
but then you defib them.
Murdering them and then doing first aid straight away and going, no, it's fine.
He threw a hammer at me. How can you throw a hammer at someone and knock them out?
No, you can't.
Yeah, exactly. So I'm throwing a sunbolt at him.
Anyway, he takes
Second one.
He takes the first
Okay.
hit, and he
Okay,
didn't expect that.
Second one is a 22.
22 hits again.
So that's
Because you're gonna
Another-
accidentally crit one of these and murder him.
another 7 points of damage.
Bang! It hits him again in the chest, and you see him start to be he's panting a bit now.
Then oh, I could have. Never mind. I could have done something when he threw that hammer at me. Doesn't matter. I will run. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45. And I will, as I'm running away, just turn around and flip him off. Carry on running.
Okie dokie. So he's
Kicking
now
up dust
enraged,
as I run.
and he is. Oh, hang on, Julyan.
Right. I'm gonna move. I don't think there's much I can do actually, except move. I'm gonna move 25 feet, so I'm gonna run round. But I don't think I'm close enough to
No.
Umbraa now. I'll just check. No, I'm 55. I've got to be within 30 feet, haven't I?
Yeah.
I'm 55 feet away, so I'll use my bonus action then to.
No, you don't have to. You
No?
don't have to. Use your movement, use your action to dash, then use your bonus action to help.
Yeah, you can do that.
Because you're not doing an action.
All right, so if I run the other 25 feet,
You're probably within 30 feet of me then.
probably could have helped you in the last round then, but you did fine.
Yeah, I'm good.
Uh,
Good girl.
So
So I am now. I'm 35 feet away. Or did I get that
Ow.
right? Did I do the maths right? 25 to there. Oh no! I swear I was next to the ladder. 25 to there, and then only 20 to where my dice is. So I have got another 5.
Okie
So I
dokie.
am just within 30 feet.
The help action is
You-
granted. So,
So,
You
yeah,
wonderful
I'm helping.
person, you.
the Goliath runs full steam ahead, using everything that he has. And when he gets to you, you think, oh, he's knackered. But instead, what he does is he tackles you. And he can roll for an attack. 17?
Do I not get like a
17 to
Ting.
attack?
yeah, it hits.
He hits you and you are knocked prone.
Okay.
But now he has to end his turn.
Ah, you bar steward. So fall into the ground. How hurt is he looking?
He doesn't look good.
He's not looking great.
No.
Okay. Okay. I am prone. Is he on, is he pinning me, or is he just knocked me prone?
He's just knocked you prone. It's a feat that
Okay.
you can take. You can run up to someone. And
Yeah,
if you've
yeah,
got
yeah.
a weapon, you can make an attack, or you can knock them prone.
Okay. So I can stand up. He's not, pinning me to the floor
No,
or
no,
anything.
no. No, but you've
Okay.
got to use half your movement to stand up.
Yes, I have indeed. That's fine. Okay. So, I will... What am I going to do in this moment in time? I will get up.
Okay?
Does that mean he's prone?
Nope. He shoved you.
Oh. I thought if he tackled me, he might be on the floor too.
No.
Okay. I will use half of my movement to get up.
Yeah.
So, I've got 45 feet. So is it rounded down, so I've got 20 feet left?
Yes.
Is that right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Just for future reference. I'll say, that was unkind. And I'll punch him again.
Okay,
I'm going to go for the gut. I'm going to go for the gut this time. That
Ghost on, how are you
is-
doing? Welcome to the illegal fighting pit.
That is, no, that doesn't hit. That's a 14.
No. So
Um,
he takes the punch to the stomach and just looks at you and goes, no.
And then the second one is a natural 20.
Natural 20 will definitely hit.
Yes. So, after he's just insulted my punching skills to his gut, I'll just kind of claws out up into the neck.
Oh, Jesus!
Woo!
So that is, hold on, doubled plus, that's 11 points of damage.
How would you like to finish the fight?
Yes! So, okay. So I'll punch him in the gut,
And he sort of sponges it and goes, you hit like a girl.
and I'll just go, claws out, and then smack, just to knock him down to the floor.
And then literally,
Pull his head down onto your knee. Knock him out.
on the end, like when you've killed a boss on a fighting game, as he snaps back up, he's and the
At
crowd,
the end of a Zelda boss.
yeah, the crowd is literally silent, and then all of a sudden, all you hear is, and they're screaming, Umbraa, Umbraa, Umbraa. They are going mad. Absolutely mad. And Vith is walking around and he goes, your winner! The cat person!
Tabaxi.
Right, that one. And
Hey.
like,
He clearly knows her name because everyone's literally just been shouting
Yeah.
it. He just doesn't care.
yeah. So, he walks over to you and passes you a pouch of gold. And he goes, you earned that tonight, lassie. Laddie. Laddie. I got my vowels mixed up, alright? I'm not actually Scottish.
That one could have possibly have guessed.
Right. He says, you're a mean little bugger. You're welcome here anytime.
Thank you.
Enjoy your 7 gold.
And you open the pouch. You open the pouch, and there is 50 gold in the pouch.
Nice.
Nice.
And you look, and there's 2 other dwarves that have hopped in that are dragging the Goliath out. And Vith goes, "Wait a minute, what's your name?" And the Goliath is like, "It's Clarence." Right, I just stick with the Goliath from now on. Yeah, no, it...
Well fought, Clarence.
Shut up! And
Okay,
as he's escorted out of the building...
There's a point when Clarence is sort of coming into the crowd. Could Demp sort of come in and give him a cue when he's going by?
You can do, yes. You walk up and you pat him on the back. There. And he's like, "Oh." And he looks around and goes, "I don't need your help. She got beaten by a cat."
Tabaxi,
Whatever!
you got beaten by a tabaxi. Get it right.
I'll smash your whiskers off.
I mean, you tried that and it didn't work. Goodbye, Clarence.
Bye, Clarence.
It's hard to beat someone in a fight when they can hit you 4 times.
Yeah. Yeah, your crazy monk shit really messed him up. So...
Monk shit.
So...
While that was going on, can I have... I would like to try with some more of my Rico bits.
Yep.
That I've got in a pouch. I've got Tinker's tools.
Yep.
And Smith's tools at the moment.
Yep.
Would I be able to make myself a ring?
A ring? I'd say so, yeah.
Okay. That's what I've been doing.
Okie dokie. So you have
Gonna
a
look
ring.
fabulous.
So as you all open the door back into your makeshift torture chamber, the guy strung up in the middle, sat on the seat.
Interrogation chamber.
Sentinel,
Yes, it's
sort of
intimidation zone.
molding the ring. Like as you all walk in, and you see the guy sat in the chair, and you realise, actually, there is more to your jolly outing than just having fun in a fighting pit. And that, in fact, something serious is going on behind the scenes. But before you can start having the fun in interrogating the guy, that is where we're going to end the stream.
Woo!
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 We survived.
You did?
We didn't die in the library.
Vith
I didn't get my
got
skull
a bit-
crushed in by a Goliath.
got a bit carried away.
Vith is a very, very angry, powerful man.
Yes.
You do not
But
cross him.
He's giving us an interrogation zone.
A torture room. Also, I'd like to say thank you to all the people that raided and joined in the stream afterwards. Scrambled Meg, Claymore Nation, Ghost on AIDS, Marvin TCN, C Farrell 2000. Thank you so much for jumping in. I am aware a lot of you probably are Scottish. I apologise for butchering your dulcet accent. It's just a thing that all dwarves are Scottish, and that's something I try and replicate terribly. But thank you so much for stopping by. That does mean an incredible amount.
I mean, calling their accent dulcet is probably also very offensive.
Dulcet tones are soft. That means soft, doesn't it?
I think so.
I thought it did. It was meant to be a compliment anyway. But yeah. So to recap.
Before we begin an international incident.
Yes.
Let's change the
To recap, you have snuck into a Warforged traitor's home. You have stolen his possessions and just made it out by the skin of your teeth before he came back to mess
the
you up.
only thing that he cares about more than anything else in the world,
Yeah.
probably.
And you
managed to abscond with.
With 7 seconds left to spare. You also went to the library. You also went to the library and was set upon by many beasties.
Flipping sharks.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I've got that purple gem thing, haven't I?
You have.
I'll have to identify that at some.
And I've got the green gem thing.
You then brought to the Flintlock Tavern, where you met Vith, a moderately insane dwarven gentleman with a penchant for blood and torture, but a seeming love for your compatriot Julyan. So, you know, swings and roundabouts. And now, as we end tonight's session, as you find yourself getting ready to wind down for the evening, all ready for a morning full of torture.
Intimidation.
Torture.
Interrogation.
No, we don't need to torture in the
okay.
morning.
Okay.
Because what Dem's gonna do is just drill down into his mind and rip the information out.
Well, either way, before we see upon that, we are going to call this session to an end. Thank you, everybody on the stream who has watched. Thank you for those raiders, those new people. Claymore Nation, thank you so much for your bits. But yeah. Oh, let's find someone to raid. Who is...
Let's go raid.
Noir Decay is playing Elder Scrolls Online, and she raided me not long back. So, I think turnabout's fair play, don't you guys?
Yes.
Yeah.
And a
So,
fun thing raid into as well.
yeah, and it's a good thing to raid too. So, when we jump in, go for a Talbs raid, everybody.
Yeah.
Great.
Just released a new add-on.
Talbs
So-
raid.
ESO Online has, yeah.
Brilliant. So, everybody, thank you so much for joining my stream.
I'm sorry to hear
Have a good
that.
night.
Really.
Peace.
That's been awesome.
Bye.
Bye.
I'm sorry to hear that.